Where you at, Berto? 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 Where you at, Berto?
Where you at, family? Where you at, family? Welcome back to another stream.
Where you at, Where you at, Where you at, Where you at, Berto?
Yay! Emmanuel in the chat, MJ in the chat, grandson in the chat, MJ Fenton in the chat, YouTube, what up? We dual streaming today, chat. We dual streaming. We got YouTube and Twitch open. We got exposed. I'm angry. I'm angry. They tried to paint a picture, man. They tried to paint a picture. We're not going to waste too much time, bro. We're going to get right into it. We're not going to waste too much time, bro. We're going to get right into it. YouTube, I love you. Twitch, I love you. Where you at, family? I love you. But just know, when you come for Big General Bert, man, when you come for Big General Bert, you got to come with the facts, bro. You got to come with the facts. And I honestly, let's go ahead and just record right now. I honestly was thinking I wasn't even going to respond. Because the thing is, I don't believe that this young man, Alex, really understands what the hell is going on. I don't know him. I don't even, there's not even a muscle in my heart that wants to bash him or try to derail him. He's young, bro. And I genuinely feel as if he can have a bright future ahead of him if he wants to. But what we're not going to do is me on my journey as a creator and everything that I've built took so long to build and, build over the years and be vulnerable on the internet is just clip shit out of context, paint a picture of me that is just not accurate at all, and then run with it. And to a degree, I was just going to let it slide because at the end of the day, you can't make everybody happy. Like, it's the internet. We literally react to videos all the time, and we're talking about other people's situations. And it's like, I always tell y'all, take things with a grain of salt, because when it comes to this internet shit, there's always another side to the story.
Take some accountability here.
It always can get a little bit deeper. There's always another side of the story. Or you watched this video, but you didn't watch that video, so now your brain is painted a certain way. It's almost impossible to make everybody happy when it comes to this internet shit. But at the end of the day, I did say something. I did give criticism. He didn't like my criticism. And now he tried to put a video out on me attacking my character. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. If you don't know what happened, I recently made a reaction video to let me just go to his channel. If you don't know what happened, I recently made a reaction video to this vid right here. Where is it at? Okay, right here. Cloud9, we did not forget what you did. Okay? I reacted to this video because just like anybody else in my friend group, if you did something wrong, I would want to, I'm gonna hold you accountable. Especially you're within my friend group, you're one of my peers. I have grown my audience by being real and being transparent with y'all. So if somebody that I create content with, collaborate with, consider a friend on this internet shit is like doing wrong, or they're saying he's doing wrong, you think I'm not going to address it? And then you guys are spamming it, sending it to me and being like, yo, Berto, what's going on? Berto, what's going on? How do you feel about this? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to address it. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So I react to this video, and let me be clear. I gave criticism to Cloud. I held him accountable. There was plenty of times throughout that video I said, hey, Cloud, you are wrong here, here, here. Yo, Cloud, this was some lame ass shit here, here, here. Yo, Cloud. But the reality is, I know Cloud. I have a relationship with Cloud. And me and Cloud aren't even best fucking friends. We're just cool. Like, that's my dog. I genuinely fuck with him. We create content together. But I don't talk to Cloud every day. So I gave him constructive criticism. And you know what the difference is? Cloud watched that video. He called me personally and said, hey, man, I appreciate the feedback. Hey, man, I appreciate, you holding me accountable. He didn't call my phone on some like, oh, bro, you're being mean to me. And He said, nah, I appreciate, you being real with me. And then we were on the phone for another hour and a half just talking about, just how to move, man, because when it comes to this internet shit and you just trying to, and honestly, forget the internet shit, but just this life shit, when you are literally navigating this world as a young man, like, You make mistakes. And what happened between Cloud and this Alex dude? What happened between Cloud and this Alex dude? Honestly, is a bunch of petty, emotional bullshit. Cloud was being petty and held out paying this nigga money, but this nigga got paid at the end of the day. He did not get scammed. He got on the internet. Hold on. The very first thing this nigga says in his video exposing Cloud is, I got scammed. Pay attention, chat.
So recently, I've been seeing a lot of news online about a bunch of different content creators and streamers just not being terrible people. One of the most notable ones that just came out is that guy named Jordan Cisco, who got mad because he spilled water on his PC, so he punched up his wife.
Mind you, look who he's comparing. Look who he's comparing Cloud to again in this video. He's comparing Cloud to somebody that put his hands on somebody, on his wife. Let's go.
Take it off. Take the lids off. Chill.
Let you know that, you can't trust the creator just because they have a nice smile, just because they come across on camera is good. That doesn't necessarily make them good. And I'd like to share a story of my own personal experience with this as a cautionary tale and to spread awareness. Because the last thing I want is for somebody to get scammed or taken advantage the same way that I did. With that, let's get on with this story.
Scammed and taken advantage of. These are the words that came out of bruh's mouth. Got it. So when I see a video about Cloud scamming and taking advantage of someone, I'm like, hold on, I gotta tap in. Let's get into it. Cloud paid that guy his money. This guy got paid in full. What Cloud did was some petty, stupid, lame shit where he was holding out, wasn't responding fast enough. Cool. Not saying that bruh shouldn't have been upset about that, but it is what it is. Nobody got scammed. So I give my feedback. Cool. I talked to Cloud. Cool. A few days later, the BERTO files drop, bruh. So here we are. The one Cloud9 situation just got way worse. Got me all up in the thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? Really don't know what this video is about, but sure enough, you guys got it to my attention. This video literally only dropped 3 hours ago. Y'all brought it to my attention before this shit could even pick up. And now I'm in a kind of like a, what's this? I click on it, and this is a BERTO hate video. This is what this is. This is a BERTO hate video. Take down BERTO. And, it only has 2,000 views. It's only been 3 hours. Take some account. But it also has 231 comments. Let's read the top comment. Let's read the top comment. Or some of the top comments. This is about to be one of the greatest YouTube content creators beasts of all time. Damn, the drama so entertainment. Bro's exposing the whole industry. You're cooked, buddy. So this nigga is literally farming drama within the community. Right? He's farming drama within the community. Things aren't going the way he planned because you literally dropped a video coming from my character, trying to paint me as like some toxic red pill nigga, some type of like, nigga, I blew up on YouTube by telling young men to stop doing that toxic red pill shit, to be yourself, be confident, don't be emotional, don't be a bitch, which I'm being emotional right now. So I'm doing some bitch ass shit right now. I'm being emotional right now, but I'm passionate though. This is the shit that I do every day. This is the shit that I love. And you tried to paint a picture that you compared me to Andrew Tate. Nigga, I used to make cartoons on YouTube, bro. I used to animate. How you gonna put an animating nigga in the same sentence as Andrew Tate, bro? So what we're gonna do here today is look. We're gonna react to this. I was gonna do you dirt, I'm not gonna lie. I really was gonna get back in my bag, write a whole script, you know, timestamps. And I probably should have did that. But was this a sign from God that my mom's calling me right now? Sorry, mama. I'm going to call you back. Call you back. Sign from God. Mama trying to slow down the process. But what was I saying? You trying to paint a picture of me being a toxic nigga, you know, promoting that men shouldn't show their emotions. Nigga, I'm relevant on the internet because I got on the internet and told everybody about my emotions. I told people about my L's. I done opened up to y'all about all the types of things that I've done. You know what I'm saying? All the L's that I've taken, all the corny shit that I've done. I'm still a fucking nerd to this day. I'm not the guy that you're trying to paint me to be. You know what I'm saying? So this one honestly hurt a little bit because at the end of the day, I don't know this nigga. But I let him into my home. I've met him before. It was cool. Gave some constructive criticism, and now I got a hit piece on me. And this is my first time ever being in this type of situation. So let's get to it. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Bunch of yapping. But we about to dispel this shit brick by brick. Get your popcorn, man. Here we go. And YouTube, join the Twitch streams if you're watching on YouTube. Link in the description. Come on, man. Take some accountability here, regardless of how much complaining and crying and shit that this brother here was doing. I challenge you, Cloud, to be the bigger person.
Boy, if you don't... I just want to start this video off by saying thank you so much for the love, support, and just overall openness that I received on the last video talking about my experiences, because it was through partially y'all perspectives, y'all telling y'all own personal stories, and just, you know, the overall support. It helped me realize, and I wouldn't fully even say realize because I always kind of like knew it, especially after like the situation happened. But like y'all really like, sometimes I just feel like you got to hear stuff out loud. Really hearing it out loud, it really put it in perspective. Like this person really was not my friend, and like, you know, it should have been obvious to me, and that's on me. So cool. I want to say thank you so much for just being good people. It's been a couple of days and there's been some other drama from another streamer responding to this situation regarding me that I would like to address, because honestly, you know, I feel like, you know how like somebody is like smart, like Cloud's a very smart person, and if he's smart in a situation like this, I guess, you know, the smartest thing would be to, you know, not address it at all, because, you know, he doesn't want to give me any more attention or more perceived clout, which is the smart thing.
Chat, and I appreciate everybody in chat right now telling me to keep my cool. And the reality is, I will keep my cool. I am a little bit passionate right now because it's just like, sometimes I can't fathom the level of like lame shit that people do. But, you know, I'm gonna keep my cool, bro. Like, I'm gonna keep my cool. I promise you. I'll say this again. This video right here is not to derail Alex. Alex, I don't know. You got to be like 18 or 19. Bro, this little back and forth, it's not going to destroy you. I'm not here to destroy you. I'm not here to make you feel less of a man. But what we are going to do is hold you accountable, just like I did in the first video. And hold you accountable for what I can see. I don't know you, nigga. I don't know what you do in your everyday life. I don't know how you handle your relationships. I don't know nothing. All I did was react to a video that you provided. And I held Cloud accountable in that video. And I held you accountable in that video from what I can see with my opinion. You didn't like my opinion, but we'll get into that.
and he more than likely will do because, you know, he cares about his brand as he should. But I mean, on the opposite side too, for all we know, this man could be like plotting a 40-minute story time video addressing all this, just telling straight lies, for all we know, just waiting for it to drop. I wouldn't put it past him as well. But what it feels like is actually happening, it feels like he's kind of like sending people sideways at me. Like, you just like go to my comments and you'll see like his assistant, this is his assistant right here, just telling like random stories that didn't even happen, which by the way, he wasn't even there for it. Or you'll see one of his streamer friends, which I'm about to address right now, get online defending him when he's clearly wrong. I will say I was a low-key like disappointed, but I'm not surprised because I'm realizing birds of the same feather flock together. Today, I would like to address
Let's go.
One of his popular creator friends, WhereYouAtBerto, I mean, WhereYouAtBerto, right? This grown man decided to hop online, react to the situation, and you know, he kind of basically disagreed with the premise of my video, which, by the way, I don't have a problem with anybody disagreeing with.
You do have a problem with it though, but we'll get into it.
Or feeling how they feel about me or the way I handled this situation. But the irony in that is one of Berto's main points about me and why basically I was in the wrong and Cloud was absolved of a lot of his wrongdoings and low-key kind of justified was basically that I'm clearly...
Never said that, by the way. I never said that Cloud was justified in his wrongdoings. Never said that, chat. I said Cloud did some lame ass shit and how Cloud can move better about it. But let's continue. Let's continue.
This emotional guy, and most of what I'm talking about is my own emotional problems, and basically implying that there's something wrong with being a man that's in touch with his emotions and doesn't mind voicing them privately and publicly.
This is right here.
Okay, so look. There is nothing wrong with tapping into your emotions, period. I've made several fucking videos talking about that. Let's get into my shit, bruh. Because, nigga, you got me all the way effed up. If we go to virtually any Berto video and watch for goddamn 2 seconds, maybe a minute into an outro, I'm gonna sit here and tell you there's nothing wrong with showing your emotions. What's going on here? Why is the audio not playing? Holy, why is my audio not playing? This is a bad time to have technical difficulties. Okay, I look very different here. Yeah, it was 2 years ago. Girls are smarter than us. But the difference is, you need to be listening to a woman who respects you as a man, and not the woman that just, end of the day, 100% wrong for me. All this shit's opinionated at the end of the day, right? I'm just giving you mine. And for my female viewers, don't worry, ladies. If y'all show me you want it, I definitely got the 7 type of music you don't want to date. We all have our flaws and we all got a lot of improving to do. But I think the first step in recognizing what we want out of our partner is looking in the mirror and asking yourself, do you even have the qualities that your ideal thought of a partner even wants in the first place? Okay, this is the type of energy that I'm coming with, self-reflection. So when I am talking to you and saying you shouldn't be emotional, it's because, nigga, you over here bringing things into the sentiment that has nothing to do with the problem. You're over here sending long ass paragraphs. You're over here to bringing things into the situation that have nothing to do with the problem. And a nigga that is in tap with his emotions and in control of his emotion, that's gonna be the best opportunity for you to get what you want out of it. Because what do emotional people do? And I said this at the end of the expose. If I'm angry, yelling, we're just 2 people yelling over each other. If I'm not being emotional and I'm sitting back and I'm listening to what you're saying and I'm comprehending what you're saying, Now we're communicating. Now we're getting closer to the problem. I mean, to the solution. So it's like when I say you're being emotional, I felt like you made a whole video exposing Cloud, because he scammed you, but you got paid in full, and then said, excuse me, cuss counter. Oh, thank you. Y'all holding me accountable. Yeah, I'm going to try to keep the cussing to her low. And then said that I am being pretty much a toxic red pill guy for calling that emotional. It's like, and then you made a whole video coming from my character because I criticized you. Is that not being emotional? Like, you're literally, this whole video proves my point that you're being emotional. I'm being emotional right now. But that would be what you call it? That would literally be an accurate part of what's going on. You're being emotional, nigga.
Here is acting like a hoe. This is where I gotta call a spade, bro. This young man right here, unfortunately, is definitely pretty emotional. This guy right here is being emotional. I'm gonna be honest.
But what he did not realize while trying to paint me to be this type of person and put me in a box, the person that's actually like that is the person that he is defending, Cloud. Because Berto, a 30-year-old man, is sitting here glazing a 19-year-old.
This is another thing that he likes to point at the entire video. A 30-year-old man. Like, why are you trying to make this shit weird? I'm a content creator. Well, because I'm 30 years old, I'm supposed to like retire from YouTube or some shit. And I'm not fucking 30. I'm 29. Let's get that straight. My birthday's in May. I got like one more year. I got one more year to enjoy my 20s. Can we please let me enjoy it? Like, come on. But now I have a fellow content creator who's 19 years old. I have a fellow content creator who's 19 years old, who I've met with and I made content with plenty of times, and I have a good relationship with him. You're trying to make it weird that I have any positive relationship with this guy? Okay.
Old boy.
Bro, I'm 29 years old. You're a young king. You got a big empire. A lot of people are looking up to you. You're paying a lot of people, bro. And now this is glazing too. This is glazing because I'm stating actual facts, which is fine. I'm not mad at the humor though. You get your humor off, but it's just like, for anybody that thinks I'm glazing because I said that Cloud is a young, successful black creator that has over 600,000 subscribers, which is just absolutely a fact. And mind you, in this clip, he fails to show that I am holding Cloud accountable in this clip. I'm saying these things, Cloud, you are a young, successful black creator with an empire, and you're paying all these people. All these people look up to you. So you cannot act like that, Cloud. That's what the clip is saying. That's what the clip is saying. And don't worry, we're gonna cross-reference some of this shit and go back to what I actually said. But when I am literally defending you essentially in this clip, it's glazing though. Okay, come on.
Not realizing that part of the reason why Cloud stopped playing games with me and I was able to get out of being scammed was because of him. And at first, I was not going to say anything about this because Berto, to my knowledge, was an upstanding, chill guy and he didn't do anything to me. But since you want to disrespect me and you want to try...
He's literally being a hypocrite within, like, sentence after sentence, hypocrisy. As far as I know, Berto's a upstanding, chill guy. But because I gave you some criticism, now you feel like you can come at me and flip my character. Nigga. That makes zero sense. That literally makes zero sense. Let's listen to it again, chat. Because I only met this guy one time. I met him one time. He was in my apartment. It was me, Dior, Cloud, and Cloud brought him and maybe like some 2 other people around sometime at DreamCon. Berto is a nice, chill guy. Berto never did anything to me. So you have nothing bad to say about me. I have nothing bad to say about you. I don't know you. But I reacted to one of your videos. You didn't like what I said. Now we have a video exposing my character. Like you know me. You know me, right? No, bro.
And he didn't do anything to me. But since you want to disrespect me and you want to try to paint a narrative of who I am while not even knowing me, let's see where you're at, Berto.
Let's see where I'm at. Okay, yeah, let's see.
So for all of you who don't know, Cloud talks about a lot of his peers that you see him on stream with, that you see him around collabing with in a negative light. Not all of them, but some of them. Mainly the ones that, like I said in my last video, he feels intimidated by, or he feels like he should have what they have. And as if you go back to Berto's reaction, he confirmed that I was at DreamCon and we all were over at his house for like 2 hours whenever DreamCon happened last year when I was with Cloud, right? And basically what happened is I would notice a lot when Cloud was around like Berto or just, older streamers sometimes. What happens is there's kind of like this big bro, lil bro dynamic where...
Yes, nigga! Because I don't give it's funny about this video. He's trying to pretty much paint a picture that me and Cloud have a problem as well. Imagine this. Has Cloud ever come out and said that he has a problem with Berto? No. Have I ever came out and said that I have a problem with Cloud? No. Me and Cloud have a very copacetic relationship. We create content together sometimes. It's cool when we hang out. We played games together. Me and Cloud have a very normal relationship, but we're also not best friends. So if Cloud, for whatever reason, feels jealous, intimidated, or whatever by me, is that my fault? Is that my fault? And if Cloud has never presented that information to me, to my face, and said, hey, Berto, I'm not going to lie. I don't like when you do X, Y, and Z. I'd appreciate it if you didn't talk to me like that. If Cloud never presented that information to me, am I supposed to just be losing sleep at night about how Cloud might feel about me? No, nigga. Like I said, this is another example of emotional shit that I just don't deal with. I don't comprehend shit like that. Cloud is a grown-ass man. He's young, but he's still a grown-ass man. If Cloud has a problem with me, let him address it with me. But he never has because we have no issues. And let me add on top of this. If me and Cloud hang out, right? If me and Cloud hang out, let's just go off of that. Because the point is that he's trying to prove right now is that when Cloud is at my crib or when he was witnessing Cloud's interactions with me and other older creators, right? That there was like this little bro dynamic. Of course there's a little bro dynamic. Cloud is fucking 19. I'm 29. I'm 29. Well, you think I give a fuck that Cloud has 600,000 subscribers on YouTube? No, I don't. I'm a grown-ass man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, there is probably a little bro dynamic. I'm gonna treat Cloud the same way I would treat one of my close little homies, man. And if me and if Cloud doesn't present to me that that's a problem, what you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna live my fucking life. So it's like, yeah, I treat Cloud how I treat him, but I've never disrespected Cloud. I've never blatantly made a choice to like try to bully Cloud or make him feel any type of way. And if I hurt Cloud's feelings indirectly in any way, shape, or form, he has never made me aware of that. So if that's the case, It's my fault. I'm the problem. I'm the big bully. But you want to see again what is another quality of some bitch ass shit? You want to see what's another quality of some bitch ass shit? Again, you, my brother, you are here trying to speak for another man. And Cloud comes to you. Let's just entertain the idea. That Cloud was venting to you about how he felt about me or any other creator. Berto, you're getting emotional again? No, I'm definitely getting emotional right now. Because I'm passionate about this shit, bro. Like, a lot of my content is, talking to younger men and giving y'all, advice and giving y'all the game about like showing y'all, where I might have went wrong and trying to give y'all the opportunity to do better than I have. You know what I'm saying? So I am getting emotional about this shit. But nigga, if Cloud is coming to you in the privacy of just you and him as friends, because like I have already established, me and Cloud are cool, but we're not fucking best friends. He's going to you and venting to you about me. Why is this information being put out on the internet? Why is this information being put out on the internet, bro? You made an exposed video about Cloud paying you late. I reacted to that video about Cloud paying you late. Why are you making a video about Cloud's feelings and emotions that have nothing to do about you getting paid late? You are literally leaking Cloud's personal information. Why are you doing that? Again, bro, emotional. That is bitch lame activity. Come on. Let's keep it going.
Cloud is normally the youngest, but the most successful dude around a lot of these older YouTubers, right? So what ends up happening is, and he's like short too, right? And most of them are like tall or just, they have more grown man physiques. So what ends up happening is he kind of gets like Lil Bro'd.
Good. I'm glad you like my streams more than Cloud, because Cloud's a bitch. Yeah, so let's clip that out of context. Did Cloud have a problem with me saying this? No, because me and Cloud are cool. And then literally, luckily within this context, he actually left a little bit. Look at this. Listen to the clip again.
Bro'd.
Good. I'm glad you like my streams more than Cloud, because Cloud's a bitch. No, I'm playing. I'll f with Cloud, bro. Holy shit, bro. Do you see what I'm dealing with? He put a clip of me saying, Cloud's a bitch. I'm just kidding. I love Cloud. Me and Cloud cool. Bruh. This is what he is trying to paint me as a bad person with. Nigga, it was a joke. Was it a funny joke? Hey, that's up to your interpretation. I don't know. Look at my fucking hair in this video. My hair's longer. I probably, this was probably over a year ago. And Cloud hasn't dropped a Berto is a mean to me video yet. So chances are Cloud was probably not upset about this. Okay? Matter of fact, me and Cloud made a video on my gaming channel of us playing a game together. What, just like a week ago? And I'm joking around and laughing with Cloud. Let's see. Berto Gaming. Look at this. Just 2 months ago, we got Cloud, Dior in the thumbnail. We're all playing games. We're playing Among Us on my gaming channel. Look at this. My nigga Upbeat in the chat actually has the full clip right here. Let's go. What is that noise, bro? We're playing Among Us, man. So clearly me and Cloud have no issues. But again, somebody who's a third person in the situation is trying to rip me and Cloud apart. Okay, let's go. Let's continue though.
Well, my intrusive thoughts are going crazy today.
And on the surface, it can kind of come across as a joke, but like I do low-key feel like people hide how they actually feel in subtle disrespect, sometimes behind jokes. And I would say
and that's true. That's 100% true. That's 100% true. Sometimes there is some truth in the jokes. But unfortunately, in this case, bro, I don't even know. Like me and there's literally nothing that there's nothing in Cloud's lifestyle or that Cloud does in his everyday life that affects me in any way. So it's kind of like, if you, like, what you just said is facts. What you just said is facts. Sometimes there are truth in the jokes, but I don't know Cloud well enough to really be jealous of him. Like, what? I don't know Cloud like that. Me and Cloud have probably met 3 to 4 times in my lifetime. And we've definitely talked several times over the phone, but, and when I say several, if we really had to count, it probably was like, I think me and Cloud have probably talked on the phone less than 20 times. But the conversations that we have had were good conversations. You know what I'm saying? Good, insightful conversations. And I'm sure that our friendship will grow over the years. But it's like, for you to sit here and try to paint, like, how could I be jealous of somebody I don't even know? And then let's just actually, are you in stock? Cloud still good? Yes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of like, how could I be jealous of somebody that I don't even know? Not to mention the fact that, why would I be jealous? Why would I be jealous? I'm not jealous. I'm not a jealous person. But let's just say I was a jealous person. I don't know him. I don't know what he got going on, bruh.
I low-key did pick up on the energy a little bit. I can't just straight up say it's that, but like what I'm saying is Cloud, based off that happening after we left, he kind of took that a certain way, because Cloud constantly feels like he's trying to be Lil Bro, or he's trying to be discredited. Because for instance, one of the things that they would joke on Cloud about, you know, while we were there is like, you know, like, you ain't really have to struggle like us. Like, we really had to struggle. You just got it pretty young. And I could definitely see how.
Yes, and I say that to Cloud all the time. I said it in the video. I said to Cloud all the time that this situation that you're having with this editor right now is because you blew up fast. You blew up fast on the internet as a young high school kid. My nigga Cloud was living a Hannah Montana life. So if Cloud walked away from that situation feeling like I was trying to Lil Bro him, hey, it is what it is. But I was giving him genuine advice. Hey, bro, I believe that you grew up really fast. You got a lot of motion really fast. And I think that you need to make sure that you're moving correctly. And this is an example of where he took an L and didn't move correctly. Because now you got this nigga exposing shit, exposing your personal information. So again, is that little broing somebody, giving them some advice? Because I am older and I have been slimed out before, and I have, been slimed out by my friends before. Is that wrong? No. And then mind you, Cloud, again, has never presented this information to me. So you're speaking for another man. That's lame. That's lame.
And mind y'all, like, I can't even believe I'm defending Cloud based off everything he did to me, but like, I can understand why Cloud would feel like that, because it constantly feels like people are trying to Lil Bro him or ego him, which it kind of makes sense now that I'm thinking about it a little bit, why he would have a big ego in response to that. But after we left DreamCon and we were talking later on, you know, Cloud just started telling me, because like I said, me and him were very good friends, and he would confide in me.
My dog Cloud with the 10 gifted, man.
Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto?
Hey, Cloud, I appreciate the 10 gifted. I don't know why you just gifted me, bro, because apparently I think you a bitch. Apparently we don't like each other, and we got a bad friendship. That's crazy. Appreciate it, bro. Let's keep the show on the road.
He would talk a lot about just shit was going on, and I'm a person that listens a lot. I just sit and like.
Cloud's a generous guy, man. He out here gifting his ops. Yo, if he just gifted me 10, I wonder how much he'll give Alex. Hey, Alex, you probably need to spark this stream up right now, gang. He might drop 100 on your head. Free eats.
Listen to what people have to say. So he was just sitting there venting to me about how he feels specifically, he said he felt like Berto is one of the people that is jealous of him, and he constantly feels like this man is trying to little bro him, and he feels like he's intimidated by him because he's younger with more success. And just so we're clarifying, yes, this is
again, we just seen it live. Cloud just got in my stream and gifted me 10. And for all y'all that don't understand what gifted, that means Cloud just took money out of his pocket and put it into my pocket. He said, here, bro, I want you to have money. But let's just pretend that Cloud didn't just do that to show that me and Cloud are cool. We don't have no problems. I already told y'all, even if Cloud came to you in the privacy of his own friendship, Cloud came to you and said, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This Berto guy, I feel like he's hating on me, man. I feel like Cloud, I feel like this Berto guy, he's hating on me, and you know, I just don't like that shit. He came to you. You are supposed to be his confidant, his ride or die, you know, his right-hand man. He's coming to you. And look at where his information's ending up. On the internet. Emotional. That's not a good friend, bro. That's not a good friend. That is not a good friend, bro. Now, mind you, and I'm still going, you know, again, I'm cool with Cloud, but I'm not above holding niggas accountable. But it's kind of like, if Cloud did you wrong, you think it was cool to then expose information that had nothing to do with Cloud doing you wrong? How you, like, you made an exposed video about Cloud taking too long to pay you money, and somehow you're talking about me, his content creator friend, that has nothing to do with that situation. I've never paid you any money. We've never done any business together. Makes 0 sense.
the same Berto that reacted on stream a couple days ago and glazed Cloud for like 50 minutes.
Cloud has been super cool, super nice. Like, I have no bad experiences with Cloud. I genuinely consider him a friend. Like, I don't have no bad. Okay, so now we got to get into some of this back and forth. So he's showing this clip. We should let the whole clip play out. My bad, Alex. My bad. I'm moving too fast. Let's let the whole clip play out. I have no bad experiences with Cloud. I genuinely consider him a friend. Like, I don't have no bad blood with Cloud.
He even went as far.
Okay, so he ends the clip right there. And the reality is, even with the back and forth of the clips that I'm gonna show y'all, there's only so much. The video is gonna be 30 hours long if I show evidence for every single thing that he has said. But it's like, let's listen to the full clip though. As far as my POV of Cloud has been super cool, super nice. Like, I have no bad experiences with Cloud. I genuinely consider him a friend. Like, I don't have no bad blood with Cloud. But at the end of the day, I don't know what's going on with him and bro. Okay. He conveniently cut that part out though. So I said, I have good experiences with Cloud. I have not had a bad interaction with Cloud. But at the end of the day, I don't know what he got going on with bro. Mind you, Alex put that in his video, bro. Alex is clipping me out of context, making it seem like I'm just overly biased, one-siding. I'm not trying to hold nobody accountable. Oh yeah, I just had an amazing, relationship with Cloud. Cloud is the best person in the world. He's clipping shit out of context. Within the same sentence, I'm low key. I'm still being optimistic. I'm like, hold on. Just because I had a great relationship with Cloud, I don't know what happened between you and him. So I'm gonna hear you out. That's what a nigga just said. But he didn't put that in there. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea what the hell's going on with bro. So I'm just listening, and I'm really just, the only reason I feel like I have to speak on this is because niggas are spamming this shit in my comment section, and it's like, yo, talk about it. It's like, at the end of the day, if something happened wrong, I just feel like I'd be fake as fuck to y'all to just like, oh nah, I ain't see that. I'm blind to the bullshit. Okay. So, now that we got that established, let's get back to his video. Because again, it's like you clipping shit out of context. I'm not just this one-sided biased nigga. You clipping shit out of context.
To tell me that I believe around an older DreamCon, whenever they all were hanging out, Berto decided to have sexual relationships with the same.
Okay, hold on. Let's listen to this. Listen to this.
That I believe around an older DreamCon, whenever they
him a friend, like I don't have no bad blood with Cloud.
He even went as far to tell me that I believe around an older DreamCon, whenever they all were hanging out, Berto decided to have sexual relationships with the same girl that he had sexual relationships with at DreamCon. Her name starts with the M. I'm not gonna say the rest of her name because outside of that, she has nothing to do with this. And he said that the reason why Berto did it was because he was jealous of him, and he felt like, well, if Cloud could sleep with her, then I'm gonna sleep with her too, because ain't no way.
Okay, so now let's listen to this. There's so many things wrong with this. There's so many things wrong with this. One, again, you are another grown man getting on the internet, bro, and doxing what I do with my Johnson. You are getting on the internet and doxing what I decide to do with my Johnson. So that's the first thing that's crazy. You are another grown man getting on the internet, airing out what grown adults are doing with their Johnson. Mind you, that has nothing to do with you. Cloud has never came to me and said, oh, bro. Matter of fact, me and Cloud behind the scenes have spoken about the situation. We have an understanding of what happened. We understand where shit went wrong. That shit is crazy. So now we have, again, listen, young man, when I get on the internet and I'm telling you that I feel like you're being emotional and you're saying shit that really has nothing to do with the situation, you put out an exposed video about somebody paying you late. Not that they didn't pay you, paying you late. We got to be very specific. We got to be very specific, because if Cloud did not pay you, then yes, he scammed you. But you got paid in full. Your pockets are full. You have received your funds. And I'm not mad at you if you feel like you want to get on the internet and speak your truth. Hey, it's YouTube. We're all entitled to do that. We're all entitled to do that. But at the end of the day, how does that have any correlation to where I put my Johnson? How does that have any correlation to where I put my Johnson? So again, now you're just doxing shit. You're doxing my personal life. And it's funny because later in the video, you guys are going to see how he tries to like weaponize the fact that I've got on the internet and have made, I have opened up to y'all about my relationships that I've had in the past and my shortcomings that I've had in the past and and you know, maybe I'm talking about my first time losing my V card or some shit. Cool. But that's my story to tell. That's my story. These are my relationships. And when I go on the internet and I tell these stories, I never use a girl's real name. I'll literally say it in the video. Her name is, let's just call her Sarah, but that's not her real name. Why? Because that girl might not want that story to be told. She might not want the information out there. But you know what you just did? I don't even want to play it again, but you know, I played it already. So I guess at the end of the day, if you guys wanted to, you could just rewind it. But it's like, you literally are like, I'm not going to say her name, but it starts with an M. Nigga, that's lame, brother. This is lame activity, brother. This is emotional activity, brother. If that, like, you're not supposed to do that. That's literally like man code 101. How are you gonna talk about another nigga's clapping situation? How you gonna talk about another nigga's cheek clapping situation, man? If Cloud wanted to talk about it, that's Cloud's business. If I wanted to talk about it, that's my business. Nigga, you ain't clap her cheeks, nigga, so shut the fuck up. And if she wanted to talk about it, that's her situation. But nigga, you ain't clapped her fucking cheeks, so shut the fuck up. Shit's weird, bro. Let's keep it pushing.
Wait.
Cause Cloud's a bitch.
And it was in me reminding Cloud that, okay, bro, you're treating me like this. You're treating me like I'm not.
Okay, so again, now here he's gonna show that he has a screenshot. He has a screenshot that he was gonna send me exposing that me and Cloud had relations with the same girl. I just want y'all to sit back and like think about this. You are again, you're a man, bro. You're a man. This nigga Cloud is coming to you and venting about shit, and you're what? You about to DM me, another grown man, and say, "Oh my God, Cloud had relations with the same girl you had relations with, and I just thought you should know." What type of pillow talking shit is this, bro?
Weirdo.
This is crazy. And again, you're trying to weaponize the fact that I called you emotional, but this is literally the definition of emotional, gang. You have to understand. And look, I'm being emotional right now. I'm riled up. But brother, this is crazy. I have never screenshot a message of me messaging another man to blackmail another man. Holy shit. Bro, I hope that Cloud in this situation had your family like for at ransom or some shit. Where it's like, oh nah, now it makes sense where you gotta blackmail a nigga. Let's read what the fuck he was trying to DM to me. Yo, Bert. You know you think you cool with me when you calling me Bert. Yo, Bert. Cloud told me that you and him effed this girl, some shit like that, and you low-key jealous of him, and that's why you did it, apparently. So be careful what you tell. Like, come on, bro. This is the most like female shit I've ever seen in life, gang. Like, bro, did you have relations with her? No. If Cloud has a problem with me, let Cloud come talk to me. Mind you, me and Cloud talked about it, bro. And I'm not going to speak too much on it because it's just like, it's not nothing to really be talked about. Me and Cloud are good off that situation, and we're still cool. Like I just showed y'all, we did a gaming video freaking 2 months ago. But you over here trying to send a screenshot to me to expose something. What? I don't know what you're trying to expose. Look at him. He got screenshot after screenshot. Like, we literally count 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 4 screenshots that I can see. Nigga, you like, this is some female shit, brother. Female shit. Female shit. What are you trying to expose? We already know this. We already know this. Let's keep it going, bro.
Nothing. You're playing all these run around in these games, but you don't even realize that, like, dude, you talk bad about all of your friends. So I'm like, bro, if you keep bothering with me and you keep messing with me and you don't stop playing games, bro, I'm gonna like tell Berto what you said, because one,
I'm gonna tell Berto what you said. I'm gonna tell on you.
Weirdo.
I'm gonna tell Berto what you said. I'm gonna tell on you.
Weirdo.
Nigga, I'm not gonna lie to you, gang. I wish you would have sent that message, because I don't know what type of pressure Cloud thought this was, but I promise you, bro, I promise you, if he would have sent this message, and I got this message, I literally probably would have looked at it and just started laughing, and then just like I would have just, I wouldn't even have addressed it, because I don't even care. Like, I literally don't care. I literally give 0 fucks. I don't even know what he'd be like. Cloud was talking bad about you. Okay, I mean, that sun still came up. I still got money in my bank account. You know, I'm still doing what I do. Like, my life is good. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. That doesn't affect me. That does not affect me in any way, shape, or form. So you trying to expose Cloud talking behind my back, all it does is let me know that you're weird, honestly, gang. Because if Cloud is, it's kind of like, let me put this in perspective. If I go to my close friends in my circle and I'm venting to them about something that's making me feel bad, yo, W Cloud with the 20 gifted, my nigga, man.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look sweet. I made this shit look sweet.
If me as Cloud, or if I'm talking to somebody in my circle, thank you, Cloud, again. I'm getting this shit off right now. But 20 gifted from Cloud, it's crazy. This nigga Cloud is just donating to all his haters today, bro. Alex, spark up your stream. You're gonna get 100 gifted. If I'm talking to somebody in my close circle and then they're threatening me, Hey, W, babe with the gifted.
Where you at, Berto?
I'm gonna tell the person that you've been venting to me about that you talk bad about them behind their back. Like, then you're not my friend. That just proves that you're a fake friend. It proves that you're a fake friend. There should never be a situation where I'm venting to my close circle and feel like I can't be vulnerable and speak my mind. You know what I'm saying? Speak my mind and then think that it's going to be in a screenshot getting sent to the potential opposition. Look at this, bro. And again, brother, you might think I'm being sarcastic or some shit. I'm really not trying to shit on you, bro. I'm literally trying to give you some advice right now. Whether you want to listen to it or not, that's up to you, bro. This is lame activity, bro. This is lame emotional activity. Now, I do understand that there is a whole other separate agenda on why you were doing that and black, but it's like, that's not the way you do it though. You don't blackmail niggas. Like, that's just not how you do that. So, come on. Let's keep it pushing though. I'm yapping.
It's just not cool from a friend level. And it's too, like, just stop playing with me, dude. So that's the reason why Cloud, as y'all see in the messages down below, that was one. There was other situations, like I said, what I just said about Berto, you can apply that to different creators and people on his team that happened to as well. So that's why Cloud stopped playing with me and he couldn't get away with scamming me. Because like I said in the video, I turned it around. And the reason why I was able to turn it around is because, think about it, the only way that I would know that information, if I told Berto, like I'm saying it right now, if I said that to Berto, and as Berto has already confirmed in his reaction as well, he doesn't even know me like that. So the only way that I would know that is if somebody that he knew closely told me that, right? And was talking bad about him, which Cloud was. So it's funny.
Cloud was talking bad about you, Berto.
Weirdo.
Oh my God, bro. That shit's crazy, bro. Like, I just, again, man, I actually do feel like just some, I do feel a little too old to be doing this. Like, I'm a little embarrassed right now. Because this does just feel crazy. I have somebody here really trying to, like, make this his point. This is like some high school drama shit, bro. I am a little embarrassed, I'm not gonna lie. But at the end of the day, I'm a content creator. These are my peers, and this guy's trying to tear my character down. So here we are, man. Come on, let's just keep it going.
I need to see Berto, like, defend this guy, not even realizing that, like,
Good guy. You're a good guy. I can tell you're a good guy.
and mind you, Berto or Cloud or whoever, don't get on here and saying that's lame or, you know, I'm talking too much or nothing like that. Because whenever all of y'all were making content talking about the girls that you've had sex with, talking about the girls that you've mistreated or mistreated you, or just telling intimate personal stories about people, nobody said it was lame then.
Because it's my story to tell, nigga. Bro, I really could just end the video right here. You just compared doxing somebody's private relationship life to me opening up about my own relationship life. You just compared doxing somebody's private relationship life to me getting on here and opening up about my personal relationship life. I told my story. You're trying to blackmail and expose somebody else's. What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? It is lame for you to do that. It is lame for you to do that. It is lame for you to do that. 100%. And you're a super senior? Okay, bro. We got some negative niggas in the chat. At the end of the day, I can't make all of y'all happy. But I would like to think that all the people with half a brain, knows that that makes sense.
Nobody said y'all were doing too much then. So it's almost like, because it's me and I want to tell my truth, I want to tell stories that also happened in my life. It just so happens to sometimes be those people, and they just were the people in the wrong, and they can't, you know, tell it in the narrative that fits them. They want to make it seem like I'm wrong or I'm a bad person, when in actuality, I'm just standing up for myself publicly. If you disrespect me loudly, you can get addressed loud. But like I said,
That's true. That's true. And that's why, again, I'm not mad that you made this video, but you also got to understand that if you're going to put a bunch of bullshit out there, nigga, you are liable to dirty your name. You're liable to dirty your name. Because you got on here and literally just started doing bullshit. It's not the same.
this was one of the creators where an instance kind of like this happened that Cloud told me about, but I have multiple stories like this.
Yeah, but he got evidence for all of them. Just imagine venting to your homie and he's just building a RICO case to just expose you. Lame.
And it was through me gaining all this information from, like I said, just being a solid dude, a good friend, like a good listener.
Solid dude, good friend who takes screenshots of everything you've ever told him. so he can expose you with it. Lame.
That I had so many of these stories and so many of these things about Cloud's character that he just told me or he just gave to me for whatever reason.
Man, he just stacking it in his pocket. Yeah, tell me more, Cloud. Tell me more, Cloud. Tell me more. Tell me more. I can't wait to drop this video.
But the other reason that I'm making this video in response to Berto is because the fact that you try to discredit my experience and make it as an attack on me as a man and my masculinity because of your view of what a man is very distasteful to me.
This right here is acting like a hoe. And this is where I will take some accountability. If you guys think I'm fucking trolling, hey, take it up with the Lord. Take it up with the Lord. But I have a potty mouth. I've said in multiple videos that I'm trying to be better about cursing, but I do have a potty mouth. So what I will say is, probably multiple times within the video, I said, this guy is acting like a hoe, or this guy is acting like a bitch. That is the equivalent of me saying, Susie, I just ate, bro. I keep burping. That is the equivalent of me saying that you are being very emotional, which I also said multiple times throughout the video. I am not mad at you hearing another person call you a B and a hoe on the internet and then taking that and saying, hey, hold on, this guy is calling me out of my name. This guy's calling me out of my name. I don't like that. If that hurt your feelings, bro, respectfully, I do apologize. I do apologize of calling you out your name. But at the same time, correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't say you are a B. I didn't say you are a hoe. I said you're acting like one. And I'm standing on that. I'm 100% standing on that. Cross my heart, hope to die. I'm standing on that. You were acting emotional, brother. You were acting very emotional. So if I did call you out of your name, I apologize because I don't know you. I don't know you. And just because you did something emotional or you did some bitch nigga activity, that doesn't have to be a representation of your entire character. But that does mean in that moment, you did some hoe or bitch ass shit. Facts. Okay? So I will apologize if I called you out of your name. But that's really more of a testament of, honestly, bro, I just have a potty mouth, bro. And I'm trying to do better about it. That shit's costing me money. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. But other than that, man, you are being emotional. You are doing some lame stuff. I've already given plenty of examples of when you were doing it. Come on, let's keep it going. Again, I gotta call a spade, bro. This young man right here, unfortunately, is definitely pretty emotional. This guy right here is being emotional. I'm gonna be honest.
Because for all of you who don't know, Berto, from what I saw when I looked him up, is one of those dudes who has that like performative masculinity and doesn't think men are allowed to live their lives past a certain age.
You telling me as a grown-ass man, you paid to get up close and personal and look up to another grown-ass man and wave your hands and shit? Oh, nah. That's where I draw the line, gang. As a grown-ass man, you telling me you paid to watch another grown-ass man and wave your hands like this, and when he says, put your phone in the air and turn the flashlight on and wave it. So what, did he tell you to drop your drawers and bend over, you gonna do that too? Couldn't be me. Grown man, by the way. Y'all. So, here's another thing. If I can't make content and be funny and make a clip that like just off the top, I don't remember what video I was reacting to, but if I can't be funny and literally make a joke, bro, I don't want to do this content shit no more. You just used a clip where I was literally being funny. Mind you, you grabbed that from my stream. I literally took that and edited that like what? I don't know when I posted this. I posted this March 11th. I posted this on March 11th, chat. This is the edited version. But it's a clip. I was just being funny. It was a joke.
A person over 30 should not be singing their heart out to a 17-year-old underground rap.
I was reacting to a video. Chat. I was reacting to a video and I made a joke. And he just took that clip and tried to put that as my character. Nigga, I made that weak-ass joke and I went to the Gunna concert 2 weeks later, singing my heart out, recording myself in some more shit, nigga. And I'm not embarrassed to show it. Like, you really think that I think niggas can't go to concerts, nigga? Are you? Come on, bruh.
Weirdo.
Come on, bruh. I'm gonna let y'all watch the clip while I look. I'm reacting to a video and I make a joke.
Person over 30 should not be singing their heart out to a 17-year-old underground rapper. But then again,
As a grown-ass man, you telling me you paid to watch another grown-ass man and wave your hands like this, and when he says, put your phone in the air and turn the flashlight on and wave it. You telling me you listening, bro? Oh, so what? Did he tell you to drop your drawers and bend over? You gonna do that too? Couldn't be me.
a person over
Yeah, and then I went to the concert fucking a couple days later and was singing along and some more shit. Let's see. Yeah, I'm at the concert, y'all. I'm at the concert. The same group, like, y'all gonna call me a hypocrite? I'm at the concert, y'all. Hypocrite Berto in the chat. Hypocrite Berto in the chat. Hypocrite Berto in the chat. I'm a hypocrite, bro. I'm a hypocrite. Nigga, if I can't make a joke, I don't want to do this content shit anymore. Again, bro, you literally just clipped me out of context and then tried to use that as a crux for my character. Berto said that grown men can't go to concerts. Okay, brother. Again, lame emotional activity.
I'll just over here letting another grown man tell you what to do. Mind you, you paid to be there.
And it's like, you know, we all know dudes like this where they like think because you're a man or because once you get to a certain age, the only thing you can do is sit.
Again, look how he's doubling down on this. He's literally doubling down like this is how I act. He's literally doubling down that this is my character.
Around and look like stoic and macho and like aura farm all day, right? Never fully allowing themselves to enjoy life. And just like the Andrew Tates, or just insert whatever like
He just compared me to Andrew Tate, y'all. Chat. He just compared, bro. Hold on. He just compared. Hold on, man. He just compared this guy to Andrew Tate. Now again, I don't claim to be no sucker ass nigga. But guys, I'm an entertainer, bro. I'm an entertainer. I'm a content creator. I get on the internet and I tell stories about my life. I react to shit. This guy, he compared me to Andrew Tate.
So I keep swiping left until
the guy that was telling Tinder stories and getting catfished by, you know, big women.
minutes go by and I'm just in the car waiting, caught up in my thoughts. That's a long time to just be sitting in the car waiting for someone that you've never met before. And she's kind of a love interest of yours. You feel me? So I'm just kind of in that bitch like, I don't know what to expect. Boom. The front door opens, my nigga.
Animator, by the way. I draw pictures on the internet. Animator, by the way. I draw pictures on the internet for a living.
And Jada's fucking fat.
Yeah, I got catfished by a fat girl. I got on the internet and told this story. He compared that guy to Andrew Tate. He compared this guy to Andrew Tate. He compared this guy to Andrew Tate.
No.
My best friend took my girlfriend. Is Andrew Tate on the internet talking about times where he got cucked by his best friend?
Just gonna leave without me?
What are you talking about? Kevin gets in the car while I'm driving away is giggling.
So again, I'm not saying that I'm some sucker lame ass dude, because I'm not, because I've grown from my experiences of taking L's in life. But I'm not this toxic masculinity person, bro. I've literally have gotten on the internet and told some of my most embarrassing stories. I still get on here and tell y'all embarrassing situations that I've been in. Bro, I am not to be compared to somebody that literally hates women. I love women. Whatever, bro. Come on.
Masculinity or femininity guru that you know, they love to project their toxic views onto everybody else.
My toxic views, y'all.
And they love to like tell you that you're somehow wrong for feeling how you feel and shame you into feeling how they feel instead. Like I noticed
Is this the opinion of somebody that has toxic views, chat? I've gotten on, I've been so vulnerable on the internet. Is this when you think about somebody who's toxic on the internet, fresh and fit, Andrew Tate, do you think about this type of content? Do you think about this type of content?
Your eyes tell you that they love you. They'll look you in your eyes, tell you that they love you. They'll never leave your side. And literally the next day, bro, they'll walk out on your ass. Shit is crazy, bro. Like, I really used to be one of those guys that would like try to push the idea of a relationship in like a more positive light. But man, you could give a woman everything. You could literally start to like change who you are as a person. Happily too. A nigga be dead ass more than happy to like try to become a better person for this woman. Carry the boats, do anything to see her smile. And she'll tell you she loves you.
Nigga, I'm damn near cringing watching this shit. This is a nigga that gets on here and literally, like, I'm be vulnerable as fuck, bruh. I ain't never get on here and tell y'all to be toxic masculinity. This is toxic masculinity? Is this toxic?
This is the biggest life lesson that you've learned. Don't stress. Have goals, but don't stress. Stress kills. There's no point in stressing. Life is gonna give us a lot of hard times anyway. I think sometimes some level of anxiety is good, because having anxiety, being a little bit overthinking about certain situations just means you care, and there's nothing wrong with caring. So instead of connecting anxiety with stress, connect it with the fact that you care and you want to keep excelling and keep being better. But there's no point of stressing and constantly feeding negative, poisonous thoughts into your mind, because it literally does nothing for you. It does nothing. The world's already an evil place. There's already going to be so many people doubting you and going against you. Why would the only thing that you have control over, your thoughts, you're also going to put more poison and negativity into the world? Don't stress, bro. You got it. That's probably...
Yeah, bro. Now again, I'm sure you can find a billion clips of me saying some bullshit, but that's kind of just that's just anybody. That's literally just anybody. But I am not toxic. I don't have a community full of, you know, people that hate women or are trying to, you know, degrade men in any way. Like, all I've ever done is try to uplift young men. All I've ever done is try to give positive feedback to young men, you know, how to navigate relationships. And honestly, I slowly started to step away from that content, because I saw that even when I get on camera and I say things like, oh, don't be overly emotional, brothers. Don't, you know, try to, when I say things like that, I started to realize that some people take it so much to heart that they do kind of start going into that toxic masculinity world. And it's like, bro, I don't want to be the face of that. My first video on YouTube was making skits and doing public interviews and shit. My first animation on my channel was me talking about hiding my bad grades from my mom. So it's like, I didn't want to paint a picture of myself of being the relationship guru guy. I didn't want that to be my image. So that's why I honestly stepped away from some of that relationship content. And I still talk about it here and there, because at the end of the day, like, I understand that some of y'all look for that out of me. But again, bro, I'm just speaking my truth. Let's get back into, I'm doing a lot of yapping. This is going to be a long video, so come on. Let's go.
A lot throughout his reaction, he went, oh yeah, that's lame, or this is lame.
You know what I'm saying? We always look at that guy like, okay, he didn't put his hands on the girl, right? But it's like, oh, you're lame though. You're lame. This was a lame activity. You just punched you got so emotionally charged up, you punched the wall.
But it's like, Berto, who the fuck are you? Who made you the cool or lame police? I never claimed to be a cool player ass dude. Before
I never said that you did. I judged you based off of the video that you gave us.
man, I'm a human with my own emotions and I feel how I feel. Or it's like he'll do this thing where like he's trying to make it seem like he's the older, bigger brother and all this stuff is just high school stuff.
Y'all need to understand, I'm 29 years old. I think Cloud is like 18 or 19. This is starting to sound like some immature little high school baby shit.
But it's like, bro, you can drop the act. If this is quote unquote high schooler stuff, then you're the fucking super senior always in freshman's business. Like, dude, you're trying to make it seem like this is so uncool or so lame. My brother, it's obvious that you were not the coolest guy in high school. You can
just look how hypocritical this is. He tries to paint me as the red toxic pill guy, but then also says in the same sentence that I'm obviously not the coolest guy. Nigga, I don't even need to like answer or rebuttal on whether I think I'm cool or not. I'm just myself, bro. And if you think that I'm cool, cool. If you think that I'm a lame, cool. I don't care. I literally don't care. And I never got on here and said, yo, Alex, you're lame and you're not cool. Dude, I said that the actions that you showed us in the video that you provided is some lame activity and some emotional activity.
You can have tattoos and muscles and spout out all these, toxic
And see, you see how, so now he's trying to use the fact that I have tattoos and muscles, that it's like some type of, mask that I'm trying to put on for the internet. Oh, I only have tattoos and muscles because I want to act like I'm cool.
Spout out all these, toxic masculinity views, but like you can just be you, Berto, is what I'm trying to say. You don't have to keep acting like what you think a man is supposed to be or how you feel as though a man is supposed to move. Because it's obvious that's what you're doing because your points even contradicted themselves. For you to say it's lame for somebody like me to be moving in my truth, publicly standing up for myself and trying to spread awareness, and you say that's wrong or high school.
I never said that. I never said that. I never said that. Let's go back to what I said. Let's go back to what I said. Let's go back to what I said. Again, this is a long video. I'm not going to rebuttal every little point that he has because we're going to be here for forever. But I never said that.
Like he might have dubbed you right here. But come on, man. You just asked him to get paid on the 28th. And only one day went by. And you over here showing us screenshots talking about he ignored you. Hold on, man.
That's what I said. I didn't say that Cloud did not do you wrong. What I said was, you said that Cloud scammed you and he ignored you. And in your video that we're reacting to, not Cloud's video, your video, we have screenshots. We'll look at it again, where you said Cloud ignored you, but he responded to you the very next day. 1 day went by. 1 day went by. And you said that Cloud ignored you. So it's like, when I, in that clip, say, damn, bro, I think you're being a little bit emotional. Am I wrong for saying that I think you're being a little bit emotional for letting just 1 day go by and then being like, yo, bro, this guy's ignoring me because 24 hours passed? That is the definition of emotional, gang. That's emotional shit.
Childish, then to your same standard of what is cool, what is lame, what is childish, wouldn't you be a childish, lame ass nigga? Because with your logic as a grown ass 30-year-old man.
You telling me as a grown ass man?
Why are you projecting your masculinity beliefs to a bunch of 20-year-olds? Why are you trying to little bro 20-year-olds? Why are you?
Oh, so adults shouldn't give advice anymore, essentially. Like, it sounds cool in your brain, I'm sure. Why would you as an elder talk to your your younger peers and give them advice? Why would you do that? Oh, I mean, now if you don't want my advice, that's cool, but nigga, what do you mean? What do you mean?
You trying to tell 20-year-olds they're wrong for doing them?
I'm 29 years old.
As a grown-ass man, why are you fake stroking your dick live at 30 years old?
Now he's just hanging his shit. Mid-vid, hang. I'm 29 years old.
As a grown-ass man, why are you going live with random girls off the street asking them what kind of porn they like to watch and drinking?
Oh, so you be watching?
I do.
So you're a gooner? Okay, so look, let's address that. Again, bro, you're reaching, gang. You're reaching so bad. I did a challenge on my channel. Some of y'all might have seen it. Some of y'all may have not seen it. Where I brought a girl on stream. It was a blind date. We met for the first time. And you are clipping some shit out of context, making it seem like I made a video asking her about what she likes to goon to. Nigga, we did a truth or drink challenge. Where we were drawing random cards. And one of the questions in the video, YouTube, welcome back to, is why she answered the way she answered. Okay? So it's like, you making it seem like I literally just asked her that for no reason is crazy.
Let the person to your left slap your face or...
Look at the cards, y'all. Look at the cards. This is what we were doing. And I'm not going to skim through this entire video trying to like find the exact part. Y'all could do that on your own time. But you can clearly see that we were doing a challenge. I was making content for my community and he's making it seem like so what? So what if I grabbed a random girl off the street and made content with her for my community to enjoy? It doesn't matter. That wasn't the premise of the video. I wasn't just asking a random girl what the fuck she goons to or some shit. Like, nigga, I was making content.
Hold on, man. You might be being.
Oh shit, I'm clicking the wrong shit. There we go. So let's clear that up.
No. But I'm
29 years old.
No.
So when you're watching corn, like, what type of like corn are you into? Again, just trying to victimize my age. I can't have conversations anymore because I'm 29, I guess.
I'm 29 years old.
Matter of fact, your whole career is literally just sitting at a desk all day, reacting to other people's drama and gossiping about it, like a quote unquote girl, right? In which, by the way, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this. You should be able to have.
Then why are you saying it? Why are you saying it? And again, it's like people like this, it's like they're trying to make it seem, you're trying to make it seem as if it's a problem, but then right after, but I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. Like, then why did you say it? Yes, I make reaction videos. What the fuck?
And do whatever it is that you want to do. But I'm saying with his logic, with his hyper masculine views of how he feels men should act, he would be a lame bitch whole ass nigga that he's trying to make me or Cloud out to be. So it feels like, because yes, Berto, I as a young man like to talk about my feelings. I'm very in touch with my
Me too. I talk about my feelings on stream all the time.
Feelings. It feels like you're just defending a guy either for connection or just because you don't like what I represent, a version of masculinity that you are not privy to. Because I wish I could have heard the way that this man was glazing Cloud. Like,
you're a young king, you got a big empire, a lot of people are looking up to you, you're paying a lot of people, bro.
Like, I ain't even gonna lie, I'm starting to.
Okay, so boom, these are just some of the points that I have to get off because I wrote them down. So he said right there that I was just glazing Cloud. Meanwhile, at that particular point, I was actually agreeing with you, Alex. And this also shows how emotional you are. I was agreeing with you, Alex. Yes, I was bigging up Cloud because I was giving him some advice. But the point is, I was saying, yo, Cloud, You are a young king. You have a big platform. You can't treat people like this.
Is an equal. I never see myself and anybody else that works with people. Always see yourself as an equal. Do not let nobody make you feel like they're above you, because the moment you put them above you, you're gonna stay there. But yeah, this was like one of the first instances.
I mean, I'm not mad at that. I mean, again, you know, got to keep that ego in check, which I'm not saying he has an ego, but like at the end of the day, as a content creator and in this space, you definitely should keep yourself as equal. Never, I feel like you should be doing that in life. If you are working a regular job, literally, like you're at the desk working a regular job, remember that business or establishment, if all you niggas quit, that business or establishment fails. So
mind you, I'm talking about him. I'm talking about him right now in a positive light. Yes, you are an editor. That means you are an employee to the business. And without the employees to the business fails. So I'm over here bigging you up, but it's like you can't even listen past my criticism, because when I called you emotional or said that you were acting like a bitch, you just seen red. You just literally seen red. You stopped listening. As soon as you heard emotional and bitch, you just saw red, which again is another quality of being an emotional young man, brother. I'm over here breaking this shit down, being neutral as fuck. But you can't even hear what I'm saying because you're too emotional.
Feel like you're on Cloud's payroll. Like, I know how a dude talks whenever he's on Cloud's payroll. Like, y'all saw the way his assistant was talking crazy. I'm starting to feel like Berto's on Cloud's payroll. No cap. Berto did also say in that reaction, if I remember correctly, he said something like he still, at his size, he still helps and edits for other creators.
I edit for people right now. So, but it's just the difference is I make my own money off of social media too.
So I'm starting to feel like Cloud is helping him pay his rent, bro. He must be editing for Cloud or something like that, the way he was glazing it.
I do not edit for Cloud. Again, just if you don't want to take my word for it, good. But it is what it is. I have an editing business. I have other creators that I help manage. And I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't feel the need to have to dive any deeper into that. I don't edit for Cloud. Cloud is strictly a friend that I have a growing relationship with as friends, and we are content creator peers. Our audience enjoy each other's content. So that's that. I don't edit for Cloud. Mind you, I just did in this video, I gave Cloud a lot of criticism. I give Cloud a lot of criticism. So it just is what it is.
Because it's like, how do you say that it would have been nice if Cloud would have standed up for me in the Florida vacation trip?
I'm all for if Cloud did stick up for you. That would have been cool. That's some cool shit where it's like, oh damn, my dog's sticking up for me. But you don't walk around with don't put these type of expectations on other people, bro. As a man, straight up, this is just some real big brother advice. I'm 29 years old.
If you invite one of
again, I'm done going back because I kind of wanna get over with this. My chat's ready to move on to the next thing. But so I'm not gonna, y'all just gonna have to take my word for this shit, bro. I've already went back and forth a couple of times and exposed things a couple of times. Look, Alex, I'm not here to shit on you, bro, but you're taking the L here, bro. You know, I know that at the end of the day, we can't make everybody happy. I know that some people are going to not watch my video. Some people are going to not watch your video, and everyone's going to run with their own narrative. But at the end of the day, bro, I never did anything wrong to you. You don't know me. I don't know you. I did not call you out of your character. I don't know you. I don't know your character. All I did was react to a video and give my constructive criticism on both ends.
Of your friends out to a trip, and your friend only knows you and doesn't know the rest of the group, and that one person is influencing the whole group to be weird and awkward and make you feel like you shouldn't be allowed to be there because of what one person has going on with their own shit, and you don't say something, you're a bad friend. It's not no
nigga. First of all, you can't even utter the word "you're a bad friend," because you have like you literally expose yourself taking screenshots to try and expose things that Cloud has told you in private. Like, you literally can't say that. And then for context, again, I'm done doing the back and forth shit. He's talking about, because in his video, he explained that situation. He explained that situation where he felt uncomfortable. Mind you, it was a girl. It was some girl that he didn't want to pay groceries for, and she got mad at him because he didn't want to pay for the groceries. And then he was so upset that he felt like he couldn't sleep there or some shit. I was just like, brother. I was like, young man, that's some hoe ass shit, bro. You gonna let this little girl ruin your goddamn trip or vacation and then blame it on Cloud or be mad at Cloud because he didn't stick up for you? Nigga, no, you cannot expect nobody to stick up for you, bro. And if Cloud was supposed to stick up for you and he didn't, so what, nigga? What are you gonna do about it? That is some real man advice. As a man, you need to stick up for yourself. Nobody else gonna stick up for you except maybe your mama, nigga. Okay? And you keep trying to paint the grown ass man thing on me or 29 years old thing on me. It's like, bro, I'm not saying anything that's wrong. I'm not saying anything that's crazy. Stick up for yourself. Cloud is another young man. He's the same age as you. A little bit older, a little bit younger, whatever. It doesn't matter. Why are you looking at him to defend you? Stick up for yourself, nigga. If I had a son and he came back and told me this, I'd smack him upside his head like, nigga, what type of bullshit you telling me right now, son?
That would be cool. No, you're just a bad friend. Because don't put me in a situation where I have to check somebody that I don't even know. Especially whenever you're bridging the gap between a connection. That doesn't make me sensitive or too soft. That makes me human. But y'all have just been conditioned because of your own views of what a man is or how people should treat y'all, that you've been conditioned to accept shitty treatment from people. So you expect—
Look at this. You see this clip? All right, this might be one because it's actually funny. He's trying to show this again to paint picture on my character. But this is just, again, another clip that is supposed to be a joke. All women should lie about their body count. I don't actually believe that, bruh. I am a content creator that was making a fucking joke. Maybe you find it funny, maybe you don't.
Y'all be talking about how girls lie about their body count, but me personally, I feel like I'd rather it be that way. Because what's worse than a woman lying about her body count is a woman that tells the truth. I remember being fresh out of high school. I was probably 19, 18 or some shit like that. And I was dating this girl who, I'm not gonna lie, she was textbook thought, bro. Textbook hoe. Not even one of them sneaky ones that try to keep it low key. She was one of them girls, if you brought it up to the homies and was like, oh, I'm dating Sarah, they gonna look at you like, damn, you dating Sarah? Like this Sarah? That's your girl? If you tell your homies about your girl and they hit you with one of those, bro, you're dealing with a D1 goer. But anyways, it's like our second, third date. And you know, I'm feeling good because Sarah at the time was probably the most attractive girl that I had ever been with. And if you know anything about dealing with your first baddie, your ass will ignore all the red flags. You walking into that love shit like Stevie Wonder. And I'm not even sure how the conversation came up, but we ended up talking about body count. So within context of the conversation, you know, I fixed myself up to ask her, what's your body count? Brother, she proceeds to tell me,
I don't want to tell you because you might look at me different.
What? I might look at you different? Just tell me 2 or 3, gang. Would I have thought you were lying? Sure. But you know how niggas do? We gonna lie to ourselves. Oh, she telling the truth, man. Now I'm here doing mental gymnastics about why you would even say something like that to me. Why would I look at you different? I would have had so much more peace of mind if she would have just lied. I deadass would have been telling myself, oh man, she seems like a nice girl. All that other bullshit that I'm hearing about her from my homies, them just shits just gotta be rumors. They don't really know her like I do. But fuck, now I'm over here dealing with fucking mental warfare because she talking about I'm gonna look at her different. Please just spare me the mental warfare. I don't need that. You know how hard it is to accept that your girlfriend is the neighborhood cat? And what happens next is even crazier. I'm looking at her dead in her face, and I'm not gonna lie, I simped up so fast. I'm talking about, oh, I'm not gonna look at you different. What's in the past is in the past. You're here with me now, you know what I'm saying? Let's focus on the future. Your past doesn't define you. Yeah. I ask her to tell me the number. She tells me to guess. I say 3. She shakes her head. I say 4. She shakes her head.
5, 6, 7, 8.
She's shaking her fucking head. Jesus Christ, I just stopped counting, my nigga, and changed the fucking subject.
Again, literally a joke. A real story. A real story. True story. But look at what's happening here. Again, y'all, I'm a content creator, and the reason I had to play that whole clip is because you can understand it's a joke. I'm literally telling a joke. It's captioned, all women should lie about their body count. And now he's using it as B-roll in his video to say that I'm misogynistic and I'm red pill and I hate women or some shit, or like men should not be emotional. Nigga, I just showed you guys the clip. If you don't think that's funny, cool. Maybe I'm not fucking funny. I don't know. But at the end of the day, there are literally no correlations, chat. There's literally no correlations. Because you don't have a sense of humor, you can't sense a sense of humor. That's not my fault, brother. And the pink polos are out of style. Yeah, I know I'm old, but this isn't hard. I've been thinking about saying that the whole video, but, you know, I was trying to keep my composure and, you know, not make fun of your fit. But don't be mad because I'm 29 years old. I still dress better than you, bro. All right, my bad. I had to get that off.
Need to allow people to treat me shitty as well too. It's why he was so uncomfortable with me saying I have a big ego.
Facts.
Or saying
It's just not even polo. It's Aeropostale. Damn, nasty work.
Glazing myself too much.
This nigga's feeling himself. W self-glazed in the beginning, a little bit more self-glazed in the third quarter. Now he's just hanging his shit. Mid-vid, hang. Relax, brother.
Of course you think that because you think I'm not allowed to say how I feel, be soft-spoken, and still be a man that talks about himself and is very confident and speaks highly of himself. I put in the work. I know who I am. I'm allowed to talk how I want about me. I didn't say I was a better human than anybody. But again, it's just like what I was saying with Cloud. People only feel comfortable with you basically whenever you're shrinking yourself. Everybody's always cool with you whenever you're quiet, you're humble, and you're not saying nothing, right? Just like Cloud. He was always cool with me. He was always quick to respond whenever he needed advice. He was always quick to respond and, you know, quick in communication whenever I was like, yo, I just finished this video. Whenever, you know, he needed a video edited. Anytime he asked me for something and we were talking, communication was always quick. But the moment that I said, yo, can I get paid? That's whenever there's 12 hours or it's taking a day sometimes.
But y'all gotta lock in with me.
Same thing with Florida. It was cool whenever I was shrinking and basically I didn't have any needs and I was just there in support of other people. But the moment that I had a need and I kept telling them, yo, this is making me uncomfortable. I don't know what's going on, but like, y'all gotta figure this out. Now it's a problem. Now I'm being unruly. Now I'm being too emotional. So to me, a lot of Berto's points were irrelevant. Try to say these things about me being too emotional or trying to say that, you know, I'm not allowed to be confident in myself is insane. Because, and I get it too, Berto, like you're probably not confident in yourself. Like it makes sense why you.
Wait, oh, actually, this is one of my favorite parts. Listen to this, chat. He says that I'm not confident. Listen.
Too, Berto, like you're probably not confident in yourself. Like it makes sense why you, outside of all your peers who put their faces in their thumbnails, you don't put your face in your thumbnails anymore because you're not.
I'm not confident because I don't put my face in my thumbnails, gang. Listen, man. The level of reaching that you are going with. Look, if you must know, the reason I don't put my face in my thumbnails is because, for whatever reason, my videos do better when I don't put my face in my thumbnails, gang. For all my content creators that names will be mentioned, you guys have nothing to do with this shit. So forgive me. Is Tommy NFG not a confident creator because he doesn't put his face in his thumbnails? Would y'all say that? Would y'all say that? Is that an opinion that y'all would have? Is Penguins, one of the biggest creators on YouTube, who very frequently doesn't put his face in his thumbnails, is he not a confident creator because of that? 17 million subscribers, by the way. Should I keep going? Who's another one? One of my good friends. Maury. 2 million subscribers on YouTube. Is he a non-confident man because he doesn't put his face in his thumbnails? I ain't gonna lie, man. You niggas are unconfident as fuck. Oh, wait, hold on. My good friend, my close friend, my brother. This is actually my brother. Somebody that I deal with every day. If we go to Dior's old videos when he was posting content like this, his biggest videos at that, was he not confident because he didn't put his face in his thumbnails? Holy fucking reach, yo. Listen, bro. The reason I don't put my face in my thumbnails is because I fucking realized that my videos do better when I don't put my face in my thumbnails. That's it. I don't care. I don't care whether it was my face, my fucking fist, my foot. I'm a YouTuber. I want to get more views. And if that's weird or not confident, so be it. Holy.
Confident enough to think that you can average the same views with your face. But, you know, that doesn't mean you have to make me feel bad because I'm confident in myself. I'm going to put my face in my thumbnails. I made the work. Which,
you
again,
probably need to stop, bro. Like, respectfully. Your thumbnails are really bad. And I'm not trying to like this is some actual feedback, brother. Your thumbnails are bad. Your thumbnails are really bad. This is not appealing to look at, and you probably should switch it up. You probably should switch it up because your only videos to do semi-good. Well, no, it looks like you have some, so maybe, well, what I can't, look, I'm giving them YouTube advice right now. Whenever you're doing this color yourself shit, that shit is not working. It's not appealing to look at. I wouldn't click on this video. Again, your biggest video on your channel right now is when you tried to expose Cloud. So, and it looks like you exposing me is starting to get up there. So, but honestly, if you really wanted to go viral and you really wanted to like make this shit pop off, a different thumbnail would probably get you more views, gang. I'm not gonna lie. A different video probably would get you way more views. I mean, a different thumbnail, because these thumbnails are bad, really bad. I'm just being honest. But again, you got it, brother. We're not confident because my face is on the thumbnail.
Again, let me clarify. There's nothing wrong with how he lives his life or what he wants to do. But what I'm saying is there is a problem with trying to project.
I spent 2 hours on this nigga. I know. I've given him way too much time, honestly. But again, forgive me. I really probably should have just did this off stream, more scripted, edited. But it's just like, I almost didn't even want to give him that satisfaction. But now I'm giving him 2 hours of my time. So it is what it is. But come on. We almost done, bruh.
That on me, a young man that didn't do anything to you. But see, y'all boys, I'm gonna tell y'all something that Berto's parents obviously did not tell him.
And don't bring up my fucking parents. I ain't bring up your parents. You see, and you notice he been doing this the whole video, just bringing up shit about me. Bringing up shit about me. You don't know me, nigga. You don't know shit about me, bro. So respectfully, young man, don't bring up my parents. I ain't bring up your parents. I ain't talk about your parents. I ain't talk about your family. I ain't talk about nothing about your personal life. You done aired out shit that's not true. You done aired out personal shit. Don't bring up my parents, gang. You don't know nothing about my parents. Okay?
Nothing wrong with showing emotions. There's nothing wrong with showing how you feel. There's nothing wrong with wearing your heart on sleeves at different points in time. The only place I went wrong, and I hope y'all can learn from, is doing that with the wrong people. It's not that you're wrong, you're just in environments that can't see that. So honestly, I'm not surprised that he responded like this, because just like Cloud, they love to minimize things that they can't make sense of or that they're not comfortable seeing. So honestly, I just feel like this response is just more of a showing of his character, you know what I mean? Honestly, don't be surprised if a bunch of other insert your favorite creators or random creators just start coming out and defending him the same way that BERTO did, you know? Because there's a lot of people in this industry that, like I said, they come across as quote unquote good people, but behind the scenes, they're just as shady as Cloud, bro, and BERTO. But anyways, yeah, that's the video. I just want to—
just as shady as Cloud and BERTO. Look, man, at the end of the day, I hope that I stayed true to what I said. My goal here was not to rip this guy down or tear him down. I think this situation will blow over, Alex, and you know, maybe in like a year or two, nobody will remember that you did this, and you can literally have a great content creator career. Definitely change your thumbnails, brother. And just learn how to take constructive criticism. Like, you're gonna beef with everybody on YouTube that has an opinion about you. It's crazy. I didn't disrespect you, bro. I really didn't. And I do take accountability. Like I said, if there's a vid clip of me saying, "You, Alex, are a bitch," if I said that, I'm sorry, genuinely, because I don't know you. But I definitely said multiple times that you're acting like one and you're being very emotional. And I feel like this entire video was a demonstration that I was 100% right. But you're young, bro. Honestly, at 19, 20, 21, I was a lot more emotional too. And, you know, you'll figure that shit out. As far as Cloud, I already made a video addressing Cloud. We're going to react to the next one of Cloud responding back to you now. And yeah, we'll end it here. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? Know it's a long video. And anybody that is, you know, has any questions about my character, I always tell y'all over and over again, take this shit with a grain of salt, bro. Because one video about me or about the next person, or even anybody that we react to, I tell you guys this all the time. I can't say it every fucking time, but I try to. You know, you have to take this internet stuff with a grain of salt, bro. Because just one clip or one bad situation doesn't necessarily represent somebody's entire character. Okay? And just because you messed up, that doesn't mean that you're a terrible person. And a lot of y'all are watching from your seats, and it's easy to point and judge people from your seat. But the reality is, if your life was recorded and if your life was being put on the internet and everybody was pointing and criticizing you for every little thing that you do, I mean, you wouldn't feel so great too. Just because you messed up, now you're a bad person. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, I'm literally telling you this as a reactor. I react to a lot of shit. I say a lot of shit. I give a lot of criticism. And I'm not afraid of criticism. Alex decided to criticize me. I'm criticizing it back. Because I didn't agree with nothing he said. So, y'all let me know what y'all think in the conversation. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? Join the Twitch stream so you never miss a live reaction. If you're watching on YouTube, link in the description. I'm gone. All right. All right. Big ad video. Big long ad video. Now we got to get to Clouds. Clouds, we can kind of sit back and see what's going on a little bit, because I had to, mine's long because I got to talk my shit and defend myself. You know what I'm saying? Now we gonna react to Cloud shit and see what he got going on. Let me call my nigga Dior back real quick though, because he was trying to call me and I was on 10. I ain't want nobody to tell me to stop going nuclear. What's up?
What's going on?
What up, bro?
Damn, what was I calling that nigga about?
What he asked that girl.
Oh, say, dude, Why you ask that girl what type of chords you
Nigga, now you gonna make me want to find it. But there was a
Oh shit. What type of shit do you beat your shit to? Like,
there was a what you call it? There was a card because we were playing Truth or Drink, and that's what I was telling them in the video. We were playing Truth or Drink, and just one of the cards it asked like a question on that topic. So like,
you just got out of body type shit.
Yeah, but I didn't just pull that question. I didn't pull that question out of my ass. Like that question was definitely,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Just curious, bro.
Yeah.
Just curious.
You're still streaming?
Nah, I just finished, bro. I've been on the 3 hour, 30 minutes, goddamn. It's over with.
Yeah, I just dropped a 2 hour.
I was about to. Oh, so your joint was 2 hours long?
Well, I'm still on stream.
No, I know. I'm saying like your video when you reacted.
Oh yeah, my shit was 2 hours long.
I feel you though. You had to.
Yeah, nigga, trying to come from my character, gang.
Yeah, I know that's right. I reacted to that, and I was out. Like I reacted to it, I recorded it, but I don't think I'm posting that tomorrow, bro, because I don't want to get that nigga nothing. And if I get a video made on me, I'm gonna be about to in that bitch about ready to, you know what I'm saying, start spazzing. So I'm gonna leave that shit be, man.
Word. Oh wait, this is the question right here. I actually found.
Wait,
it.
what?
Oh man, here you go. It's all right, bro.
I know, but now it's.
You like, bro. You like that shit.
Look, nigga, it was a genuine question.
That's some shit real quick.
Do you have any porn actually downloaded on your phone?
Wait, what?
No, I don't have any porn
Okay.
on my phone.
That's a whole different question.
Do you?
No, I don't.
See, but this is the banter. I said, do you?
I mean, I hope you don't.
Matter of
You
fact,
gotta
though,
download
what
it.
do you
Yeah, hell no.
Oh,
do
so
your
you
shit
watch
too?
it.
It's all good though, man. Hey, let me know something though, alright?
So you're a gooner?
No.
Alright.
No.
Hey, man. Whatever. All right, chat. Let us move on. We have just a little bit more drama to react to, bro. Let me talk to chat for a little bit, though. I've spent a lot of time just off the dome and shit.
Day.
Let's talk to chat. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. I've been getting shit off. Let's talk. Hey, Berto, I watched Yo-Yo and advice about how to deal with your girl icing you out after y'all baby. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I can. I'm not in the mind space to talk about that right now, but Dior should be learning to raid. Facts. That nigga Dior stayed not raiding me, bro. Berto, I'm a veteran on your YouTube channel. My nigga saying, I appreciate that, Bert. Bert, what's good with Jada? I'm not sure yet. How y'all doing though, man? Nigga just end stream raw, bro. That's what I'm saying. That nigga Dior need to start learning how to raid niggas. He's selfish with the clout. Nigga, you were sitting here talking so long, my earbuds died. Everybody knows that I can yap my ass off. That's a fact. Just chilling here eating rice crackers. Rice crackers. Eating rice crackers, gang? Is that good? Y'all be thinking Berto got the answers to everything. Yeah, bruh. I don't. And my bad, bro. I genuinely would have answered that question. I'm just not in the mental space of wanting to answer no shit like that right now. Drawing right now. Smooth. Berto, how you doing? I'm doing good. I'm just amped up. You feel me? You out, DG? Much love, bro. Berto, it looks nice outside. I appreciate that. You're a good person, Berto. I love you, man. Bless you. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Again, bro, I try to be a good person. I try to do the right thing. I just realized I lost all my channel points because of Feek. You niggas should have never bet against me, my nigga. You fun to react to Cloud's response? Yeah, I'm about to get into that next. It's a healthy snack. We got sweet ones like chocolate and caramel. Well, I'm not mad at that. I've never actually tried that then. How's your confidence feel after that one? I mean, clearly I'm not confident, bro. Clearly I'm not confident because I don't put my face on my thumbnails, gang. Berto, your advice has literally been the thing that let me work harder in my life. Yo, and you know, again, I appreciate that, bro. That's why I do what I do. Obviously, you know, I love being a content creator and I love just doing this shit from my own heart and my own, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that it impacts y'all in a positive way, I want that. I want that. Berto, I fuck with you. You've been my childhood YouTuber. Thank you, gang. I'm here to stay. Nah, imagine hating on Berto of all people. Like, again, bro, I don't care if a nigga don't like me, but making a whole video to defame somebody and talk about somebody's character that you don't know is insane. Insane. Nigga couldn't say one thing about me that was factual. All of his points about me were things that he made up on in his head and clipping me out of context. Nigga has not held a conversation with me that lasted longer than 20 minutes. Because I did meet him. I let him inside my home. Cloud brought this nigga to my house. So, it's crazy. Alex was out of pocket bringing up that DreamCon thing. Yeah, bro. Again, speaking on another man's Johnson. Crazy. All right. Y'all ready to get into Cloud's video, bro? What did Yo-Yo say? Yo-Yo said... What did Yo-Yo say, bro? I've been feeling not confident lately. I'm deleting all my thumbs. Hey, bro. Nah, bro. That's the thing that's holding it together. You got to keep your face in your thumbnails, gang. If you don't have your face in your thumbnails, you're not confident. So, got YouTubers, remember that. If you're an aspiring YouTuber, if you don't put your face in your thumbnails, you're not going to be a confident YouTuber. Don't forget that. It's a big deal. All right. Let us get into this last bit of drama. My next thumbnail is going to be a close-up of my face, confidence on 1,000. Facts. That's tough. And you're going to get 1 million views too. Let's do it. Where you at, family? Spam up.
Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto?
3, 2, 1. Addressing the OneCloud9 files. Here's my truth. So that boy Cloud has responded to Alex. You guys may have seen my response. If not, go watch my response on the channel. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Let's get right into it. This is probably going to be another long one. So get your popcorn. Get ready. Let's go.
What's good, YouTube? Today, OneScam9 is back at it again. Okay, let me stop. I should be taking this a lot more serious than I am. My former editor slash friend, Alex Gordine, dropped an exposed video claiming that I scammed him because I didn't pay him when he wanted to get paid. But also, you clickbaited everybody. I got scammed, you did not get scammed. And also, I got proof that he didn't get scammed. Here's the Cash App receipt. I paid this man. You know, he even said I paid him later in the video, but he just tried to sneak by it. Before we really get deep into this, I need to preference this that Alex severely downplayed how close me and him were. At one point, me and Alex were damn near brothers. I trusted him with a lot of information. He's trusted me with a lot of information. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I already proved to you that the video that he made is already built on the premise of lies because I didn't scam him when I paid him his money. But I really want to open your eyes to what his video is. It's not an expose, it's an invasion of privacy in a slander video. But my response is to show you that the reason why he posted his video is not to get justice because he's already been paid. It's not to warn or prepare people because he didn't give y'all the full extent and the full story of what happened. And he's not making this video to show that I didn't pay him his money because, again, I paid him his money. So once you count all of those three things out, why do you think he made this video? Well, I can tell you, for attention. And there's a lot of evidence and examples I'm going to show you in this video that proves that. Also, a telltale sign of this is that he's deleting every single positive comment about me or calling out the hypocrisy or the holes in the story that are glaringly obvious completely from the internet. But luckily, my team has already screenshotted.
Don't tell me you out here deleting comments, Alex. Alex, you're confident. You can't delete comments, brother. You have your face in your thumbnail. You're overly confident. You can't do that. So these comments got deleted, Alex? Why? Why would you do that, Alex? Deleting comments ain't it, fam? No!
Weirdo!
I thought we were confident.
These as proof. And like I was saying before, his title and thumbnail is clickbait. I never said I wasn't gonna pay you your money. That's a bold-faced lie. And I am not a demon, so I don't know why you put devil horns on me. Like, god damn. And again, you're doing all of this over a situation that has been resolved and handled over half a year ago. If this issue was so bad that you had to make an expose video on it, why didn't you post this 6 months ago, gang? And in this video, I'm finna give you the full story on this whole contract negotiations. Because if you couldn't tell, there was a lot of context.
And that was another thing that I said, Alex. I was like, bruh, at the end of the day, you can speak on your truth at any point in time that you want, but you made an expose on Cloud 6 months later, and you got paid. The icing on the cake would have been if you didn't get paid, but you made an expose on somebody that paid you, gang, and called it a scam. You didn't even title it right. Hey, man. But when I call you emotional, I'm tripping. That's an emotional play, young man. That's an emotional play.
In holes in his story. So let's start off with this ego thing. See, one of the biggest claims that Alex made in this video is that I have a major ego. Now, for this claim, he doesn't really provide any real evidence. He honestly just says I have an ego a lot. But funny enough, a lot of this shit you said about me, I feel like you were honestly projecting. For instance, this one clip I'm finna show you, he tries to get off this take that I'm egotistical and resentful and jealous of him. Yet, he says this about me.
You know, I'm not saying that I'm the, most person that everybody wants to hate on, but I'm a handsome guy. I'm very talented. And like I said, he asked me for a lot of advice because I was so well-versed despite being a smaller creator. So it's almost like because Cloud sometimes saw that, I was the better editor. I had a better personality. I just so happened to start later than him and just haven't got blessed by the algorithm the same way he has been yet. It was kind of like,
what are you talking about, gang? How are you finna say I got an ego? I'm jealous. I'm resentful. But yet, you not only said that you're funnier than me, you're more creative than me, you're a better editor, but you also made a claim that the only reason why I'm bigger than you is because the algorithm blessed me, but it just magically didn't bless you.
And here's the thing about that, Alex. We gotta, I can't just let that gloss over.
Because the algorithm blessed me.
Algorithm blessed him.
But it just magically didn't bless you.
Alex, let me give you some advice. I'm done with the bullshit. Let me give you some advice, Alex. You are adopting a hoe ass mentality. You out of here, Juke? No. You are adopting a whole ass mentality because people, you want to take, it's like you almost want to take credit. Like, I'm the reason why OneCloud9 is successful because I edited a bunch of his videos. While that is a beautiful thing that you contributed to Cloud's channel, nigga, you're not editing for him anymore. You haven't been editing for him for the past 6 months, and Cloud is still doing his thing. And you weren't editing Cloud's videos when he was on his come up doing the videos himself. You feel me? So it's like people that want to like discredit or little bro niggas on the grind, that's lame. Fine. But at the same time, when you're on the grind and you're trying to get your moment, you don't, like, for you to sit there and say the only reason that Cloud is more successful is because the YouTube algorithm blessed. Bro, I hate when people say that, because that's pretty much saying that the only people that are successful in life are niggas that get lucky. And that is never the fucking case. Oh, it was luck when the nigga spent, and I'm talking about myself now. Oh, it was luck that I spent 10 plus years grinding my YouTube channel, gang. Oh, it was luck. No. And shout out to all the creators that have been grinding, and maybe you're one of them. But you don't just put that luck bullshit on there, because you know what happens when niggas get lucky? If you get lucky and you get blown up to the top of the mountain, if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to miss the moment and you're going to fall off just as quickly. So shout out to the niggas that got lucky and learned how to grind and take advantage of the moment and are still winning, because that means you are a hard worker and you know how to adapt. And shout out to the niggas that didn't get lucky and had to build it brick by fucking brick by fucking brick, and it was hard the whole way while you were grinding to the top. And you looking down and it's like, yo, I literally made my shit from nothing. All that luck bullshit is for the birds, man. And it is literally a emotional child mentality. So you can keep making the jokes, oh, you're 29, grown man. It's the truth though. Because that is a little boy's mentality. I didn't make it and he did because he got lucky. Okay.
Interesting. But the clip keeps getting worse, bro. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, it was kind of like he envied me a little bit. And, you know, Cloud's whole perspective.
I envied you. Nah, bro, hold on. Let me watch this shit again.
I was a better editor. I had a better personality. I just so happened to start later than him and just haven't got blessed by the algorithm the same way he has been. Yeah, it was kind of like he envied me a little bit. And, you know.
So after you said this, did you not think that, you know, maybe, just maybe, this may sound a little hypocritical? Because I'm hearing a lot of envy, but it ain't coming from me, gang. Nigga was on here yapping about, yeah, because I'm so much better than Cloud. And if the algorithm would just suck my dick like it apparently be sucking his, I would be so much bigger than him, you know? But yeah, anyways, though, that's why he envies me so much. Like, what? That's not only one of the most egotistical things I've ever heard. Also, you have shown plenty of text in this video, not only supporting you, congratulating you on your success, but also I have reacted to multiple of your videos on my The Cloud channel. If I was jealous of you, why would I support you that much? That makes no sense. In this video, Alex also spent some time talking about how I struggle to pay editors on time. And this is a real issue. I'm gonna keep it a beam. I'm a busy guy and I have a lot of editors to pay. And sometimes—
And we held Cloud accountable for this. I'm done doing the cross-reference checking shit. Y'all gotta, if you don't believe me, then goddamn it, think I'm a liar. But I said multiple times that Cloud, you cannot be a young boss and have your editors waiting on their money. If you agreed to pay somebody on Sunday, pay the motherfucker on Sunday. I said this multiple times. And I held Cloud accountable for it. And after I reacted to the original expose video, Cloud called me and we were on the phone for, let's see, I can show y'all. Me and Cloud were on the phone for fuck it. I can't find the shit. Take my word for it. Believe it or don't believe it. Doesn't fucking matter. Me and Cloud were on the phone for at least 50 minutes. And I was telling him that real, bro. I said, hey, bro, you got too much to lose to be acting like that. You got too much going on. You can't be a young boss and got your money. Got these editors waiting on their money, bro. They got bills to pay. They got things to do. So again, we held Cloud accountable. But there's a difference between late pay and no pay. You got paid, gang. You got paid. Don't try to make it seem like niggas scammed you.
I may be a day or two late. But one thing that I did to combat this fault, I will give an extra added bonus because of my inconvenience. But one thing he tried to accuse me of is delaying paying editors because I get some sick kick or fetish out of it. Like, he thinks that like I jerk off just thinking of the thought of not paying my editors. Like, what the fuck?
And Cloud will purposely like drag his feet to not pay people because it's like an ego thing. Like, just because he knows he can and he feels good knowing that people asking him for money. You know what I mean?
No, I do not know what you mean. How about maybe, just maybe, I am busy. I consistently post on 2 channels. I post a reel or short every single day. I also have other editors to attend to. And let's not forget, I am a human being. I have other things to do and other responsibilities in my life. Just because I can't get back to you when you want me to doesn't mean I'm ignoring you. I'm just simply...
This is true, but again, these are excuses, Cloud, I'm gonna be honest. At the end of the day, if you said to pay somebody on Sunday, nigga, pay the nigga on Sunday. And I'm standing on that. Love you, Cloud, but that's the truth. This is an excuse. If my rent is due on Monday and I want to get paid on Sunday and we agreed to get paid on Sunday, my rent is due on Monday, nigga, I need my money. And I said this in the original video. So Alex has every right to be frustrated if that was a consistent thing, that he was not getting his money. Okay? But that's the crime here. That's the crime here. That's the crime. Cloud was late for paying money. And this is the thing. Is Cloud wrong for that? Yes. But does the person that attempted murder get the same sentence as the person that committed murder? Does the person that steals a lollipop from the store get the same sentence as somebody that literally plotted on doing a heinous thing to somebody? No. There's levels to this shit. And while we should hold Cloud accountable for what he did wrong, he did not scam you, gang.
Busy. And I want y'all to start paying attention to something. Throughout this video, every single time somebody doesn't do exactly what Alex wants them to do at that exact moment, he says they have an ego. Remember that. Also, let me make this transparently clear because he tried to make it seem like I always pay my editors late. Usually I pay all of my editors on Sunday and I try to pay all of them the same day. And if not, it'll be like that Monday morning, like at 2 to 3 a.m. because I stay up super late. Like, bro, you're acting like I waited 5 days to pay you every single time. Like, bro, that doesn't happen. Also, in some of these screenshots, he tries to make it seem like I didn't pay him at all, but I didn't just Apple Pay him his payment. I would also Cash App his payment. Like in this one screenshot right here, I literally Cash Apped him the money. Yet he tried to make it seem like I never paid him. Once again, trying to manipulate these screenshots and making it seem like I'm doing something that I'm not. And as you see right here, this is proof that I do pay editors a bonus because I pay typically, I think around this time I was paying like $200 per video. He did 5 videos, as you see. That equals to $1,000, and also an additional $250 added on to his original payment as bonuses. Some part of that is performance based, but also the late fee, because as you see, I never paid him on Sunday. So even though, yes, I do have inconveniences, unfortunately.
This is real generous because, again, while I agree that, while I 100% agree that nobody should be getting their money late, I ain't gonna lie to you, nigga. I ain't, late fees, bonuses, that nigga Cloud really getting money. Cause I don't know if I'm doing that, gang.
do make sure they're fully compensated for my mistakes and inconveniences. And funny thing about the bonuses is that I remember later in this video, he did say bonuses that I give isn't really me being nice. It's really just me compensating him for money that should have already been owed. He basically tried to say that since I underpay my editor. But if you look at the price graph, I pay Alex $150 per video. Usually I got a good bonus in there, so let's say 175 to even potentially 200. And later in this video, he makes a claim that on average, it takes him 4 hours to make a video for me. If you do the math, if I'm paying you $200 for 4 hours of work, you're getting paid $50 an hour. Do you understand how much money that is per hour basis? Only 5 to 8% of the world makes over $50 an hour. Yet you're complaining about that. And again, even if you wanted to be paid more, you could have just discussed it with me. Another thing about this payment fiasco, right? What Alex chooses not to tell you in this video is that he was fine with me paying him, not with a contract. I paid him like this for over a year. It actually benefited him that I paid him under the table because I wasn't binded by contract to only pay him a certain amount. If he was under contract, he knew he wouldn't get bonuses like he did, which is why he was fine without being on contract until I told him we were putting him on contract. The contract was never his idea. But back to my main point. But something that also tells to your character is your invasion of my privacy, because not only did you expose private calls and texts throughout this whole video, some of which didn't even add to prove to your point. You just exposed it to expose. For example, you exposing information about my bank account.
But brag to me on the phone and go, you know, I'm gonna be honest. He's like, ever since 2022 or 2023 when I first blew up and I made so much money, he was like, I feel uncomfortable if I don't have at least 100,000 in my bank account.
You know, appreciate gaming with the sub, man. Welcome to the Where You At family.
I made this yellow sweet.
Big time, my dog. Thank you. YouTube, join the Twitch. If you're not watching on Twitch, join the Twitch. Link in the description.
I find this part funny because why would you say this? And also, why would I just randomly bring this up? In this conversation we were having, you asked me how much I made, and I told you that. Yet you used this clip and took the information that I told you, that you asked for, by the way, and used it to spin this narrative that I was just bragging. Like, what are we talking about? And let's not forget that I told you that information because you kept on telling me that I could trust you and you wasn't gonna tell nobody. Yet you told thousands of people on the internet. And also, Alex, why did you say the actual amount? Does your word not mean shit to you, brother? Because again, you told me I could trust you. But obviously, you are showing us that you're not that much of a trustworthy person. Like, that's just so weird. But the thing that really pissed me off about this whole situation is not only were you invading on my privacy, but you were also invading on my manager's privacy. And one of his clients, who again, you leaked in the video for the sake of privacy reasons. You could at least have blurred the name of the person. But I know you're all waiting for me to address the contract situation, but I do have to mention one thing before we get there. Like I said, me and Alex were friends. Talk on the phone late night with each other. Pause, that sounds crazy. We've gone on trips with each other. One of the trips that me and bro took with each other, pause, this sounds so gay. One of the trips that we both went on with other people, the other people are girls. Just so, you know, it doesn't sound like we were butt buddies, was the infamous PCB Florida trip. He actually mentioned this in his video. The summary of what he was trying to get off with this is that during this trip, my friends bullied him and I didn't defend him, which is why he had to get up out of there in his own words. He tried to make himself the victim in the situation with me being the bad guy. Now, if you had a brain, you could realize there's a lot of holes in that story. And the reason why there's a lot of holes in that story is because he lied throughout all of it. Because this story is a perfect exhibit of who this man, Alex Gordine, really is. So here's the backstory. Me and a couple of my friends decided to go to PCB. So the people who were going on this trip was me, girls, one of their friends, and I also invited
Big Gaming with another 5 in the chat, man. Let's go.
Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto? Where you at, Berto?
Big Gaming in the chat. I appreciate you. Oh no, game is going dumb.
Where you at, Berto?
Oh,
Where
shit.
you at, Berto?
Much love. Welcome to the Where You At family. Let go.
Alex. See, Alex wanted to slide on one of my homies, aka the one that he said disrespected him. That disrespect, that rude behavior that he experienced never happened. You wanna know why? Because my homegirl barely even spoke to him the whole trip. But it's not because of
with
what
the
y'all
super
think.
chat.
See, on the drive
Appreciate
down,
you, gang.
my homegirl got a
Much
call
love,
about an
gangsta.
urgent family emergency that honestly kind of fucked her up. The whole group was aware of this, including Alex, and we all tried our best to comfort her, except Alex, because all he was worried about is that she wasn't in the mood for him to try and slide on her to spit some game or whatever. Which, brother, read the fucking room. And what makes this situation worse is that he started to make the whole encounter about himself. I remember he wanted to talk to me in a separate room once we got to the B&B. And he started going off about how she was gloomy and she had a bad mood. And he even called her a moody, weird bitch. Mind you, she's going through something. You know this. Why are you saying this? It's not like she even like was rude to him. She just had a common, cordial conversation, and then went off
Alex, I called you emotional because I can literally feel it through the screen when we're watching the videos, gang. So you got rejected by a girl. And I'm gonna take what Cloud's saying with a grain of salt. But you told your side of the story. Cloud's telling his side of the story. And you got mad at me for calling you emotional. Like, bro, again, you are upset that a girl rejected you, gang. Or that a girl said something that you didn't like. So bad to the point that you left. My brother, I'm sorry, but that is some emotional shit. Straight up. Shout out to Gaming with the gifted 5 again. Let's go. Big Gaming in the chat. W Gaming in the chat. Much love.
Be by herself because she was actively going through something, which I kept on trying to tell him. He kept on rambling about how he was uncomfortable because the mood was bad. And throughout this whole situation, he only really cared about his feelings and nobody else. And he was trying to find a way to bring the focus back on him. It was just so weird. And then he proceeded to damn near have a mental breakdown for no reason, talking about how he regrets coming on the trip, how my friends were weird. And it just didn't make sense because nobody said anything to him. I to this day, I don't understand why he did this. Mind you, all of this is happening on the first day. He's only known these people for a few hours. And then he told me that he wanted to go home. Brother, the trip just started. The only thing we did was go get groceries. Besides that, we've been at the B&B the whole time. What do you mean? And funny enough, he did mention the grocery part in his video, where he complained that my friends were trying to make him pay for all of the groceries, when that's not the case. We were all finna split groceries as a group until you said you didn't want to pay, to where my friends responded with, okay, cool, and then they paid for the groceries. You never spent a dime and it was never a big issue. Like, you were literally just creating problems in your head and trying to find a way for you to somehow play the victim in a situation.
Bro, we all know people like this. And again, it's like, at this point, I don't even want to send no more like criticism too much to Alex, because I don't even know if he can handle it, bro. I don't know why you opened this door, bro. But my advice to you, gang, is take a deep breath, relax, go in the gym, blow off some steam, and, you know, understand that not everybody's out to get you, bro. Not everybody's out to get you. And when somebody gives you some feedback, that doesn't mean they're hating on you. That doesn't mean that they want to see you lose. Okay? It's crazy. Chaotic with the prime sub on YouTube. On Twitch, man. My dog. Big Prime in the chat. Big Prime. Shout out to Chaotic. My dog.
Where there's no reason for you to be the victim. Also, you were just making everything about yourself. So after like 2 hours of us being in this room, me trying to console you, it got to the point where you kept on saying you wanted to go home. So trying to be a good friend, I said to you, yo, if you really do want to go home, I'll pay for your flight, I'll help you pack your bags, and you can go.
Shit. You did that, Cloud? Better than me. This nigga, you paid for his flight? Shit. This nigga, I ain't gonna lie. Cloud, you hiring, bro? I ain't know you was paying like that, nigga. You giving out bonuses, late fees. Come on. What's going on, Cloud? Shit. I want to be in that nigga. Now I know why Alex was like, hey, Berto, you editing for Cloud because Cloud got a good thing going. Hey, Cloud, I ain't gonna lie. I don't mind the money being a little bit late if you just gonna triple the shit. If you just gonna triple the shit, then, hey, matter of fact, wait a little bit longer. It's starting to feel like the money got interest on it. Just hold on to it. Owe me like $500 and then pay me like in like 2 months. And then just send me like 10 bands real quick. Cause goddamn, this nigga flipping it.
And it'll be all cool. And next thing you know, Alex was flying home. And the night before his flight, he begged me to let him sleep in my closet in my room because he was scared that one of the girls is gonna do something to him. The girl.
All right, now I'm pausing a lot. But again, Alex, this is one of the areas where I really kind of grilled you a little bit. I was like, bro, this is some emotional shit, brother. You're an adult. You're an adult. And you were like, oh, wait, I don't want to sleep because I don't want to sleep in there because a girl's going to do something to me in my sleep. Again, bro, it's hard not to clown that. It really is. But again, Alex, relax. Take a deep breath. Blow off some steam, man. Blow off some steam. It's okay. This is going to pass, and you're going to have your opportunity to be the amazing young man that I know you can be. And don't take what I'm saying as sarcasm, because I know it can sound that way. Because sometimes I do be on that dry humor shit. But, brother, it doesn't need to be this way. You kind of got to man up a little bit, bro. You do have to man up a little bit. I'm not saying that a girl can't do something to you in your sleep. And at the end of the day, if you don't feel comfortable, you have every right to remove yourself. Facts. I agree with you, Alex. But come on, man. Come on. All the evidence that you've given us, all the evidence that Cloud has given us, it just feels like you're acting like a girl, dude.
Before his flight, he begged me to let him sleep in my closet in my room because he was scared that one of the girls is gonna do something to him. The girl who was currently crying in her room because she's sad about a family situation that barely even knows you. That's the girl that you're scared of. Like, he was literally beefing with thin air. Like, I don't understand it. And the craziest part about the situation is that after this all happened and he got back home, he tried to blame me for the situation. Like, at first he sent me a text saying thank you after he got home from his flight. But then a couple days later, we got on a call. And not only did he take back his thank you, but he also told me that me buying him a flight was the least I could do because of the situation that I put him in, and blamed the whole situation on me for bringing my friends around him. Mind you, again, I've said this like 50 times. They didn't do a fucking thing to him, bro. We was only there for a couple hours. How could they even get the fucking chance to, brother? And of course, after this, we fell out because, like, bro, I'm like, no, bro, that's too much, man. And I tried to ask him for my $350 that I spent on the flight back because, of course, he didn't appreciate it. But this was the text he sent me. Yeah, Alex, technically, I feel like you owe me money. Maybe I should make an exposed video on you. Also, this is how you depicted my friend in your video.
One of Cloud's friends, these girls that he invited that I didn't know like that, one of them was extremely rude and nasty to me.
Mind you, this girl hasn't done a single thing to you yet. You try to slander her by depicting her like this for no reason. Yet you're trying to accuse them of bullying you. Like, yo, you show so many signs of being a hypocrite in this video. It's crazy. Hey, but now we know your character. But I don't know if y'all peep something. Throughout this whole video, Alex has shown plenty of signs of narcissism. And I'm not just saying this for no reason. Really just break this down with me. He has shown plenty of signs of being selfish, weirdly egotistical, envious, insane amounts of self-centeredness to the point where he...
Damn, Alex. I ain't even go on you this hard, gang. I just cleared up all the bullshit you was saying about me, but I really didn't even drill you one like this. This nigga Cloud telling it how, whew. But you want to know what the reality is, though? You want to know what the reality is, though? I don't know, Alex. So I don't want to self-glaze here, but I'm going to have to because this is the context of what's going on, is I don't want to talk too crazy about Alex because I don't know him. All I know is what he's gotten on the internet and has said about Cloud and me. So I addressed that. Cloud clearly had a relationship with you. So, again, the only reason I say that's self-glaze is like another testament to my character. I really don't want to say too much about shit that I don't know. I don't know you. I can't even tell a story about how you did anything wrong to me or how you threw me under the bus. Nigga, you don't know nothing about me, and I don't know nothing about you. The only shit I know is that you got on the internet and started spreading lies and misinformation about a stranger. Come on, Alex. It's not W plays, gang. Not W plays.
Literally negates other people's tragedy. And again, when he doesn't get his way, he resorts to bullying other people, but then tries to call himself the victim and blaming other people for his mistakes instead of looking internal. Like that ass, he's been victim maxing this whole time, bro. I don't know how he's still doing it. All of these literally terms to describe a narcissist. And I'm not the only one who thinks this, because if you go through the comments that he actually deleted, a lot of them were calling him out for his hypocrisy. But of course, he deleted those because he couldn't stand people disagreeing with him or even criticizing him for that matter, which yet again is another sign of narcissism. And when other YouTubers reacted to your video, they also pointed out these same signs that I'm noticing.
Bro, I'm not trying to sleep on the couch.
Yo, W Chaotic with the 10 gifted, man. Let's go.
Where you at, Berto? 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 Where you at, Berto?
Where you at, family? I ain't gonna lie. Y'all really been pulling through and showing how we have one of the best communities on the internet. And I just want y'all to know how much I love and appreciate y'all straight up. Because while this is like the first time, I guess, we've been involved in any internet drama, I would say our digital footprint as a community has been pretty positive. I would like to keep it that way. You know, this also has been an experience for me too, where, you know, you guys are seeing me get a little bit emotional, a little bit out of character, a little bit, you know, really passionate on the topic, because it's just like the niggas really out here trying to take a nigga down like I did something. So y'all showing up and, you know, keeping it unbiased, holding us accountable, holding everybody accountable and being real. I gotta say, I love y'all so much and I appreciate that. 100. W Chaotic in the chat and everybody that's subbing and donating this stream. Y'all tap into the Twitch, man. Look in the description. That's where you at.
Where you at, Berto?
Out in the open, when there's this girl that all of a sudden just hates me, is walking around at night potentially just because I'm
gonna go ahead and call a spade a spade. You sounding like a bitch right now, brother. What are we talking about?
Facts.
This girl hates me, walking around, like, what's this got to do with Cloud, bro?
Big brother advice. As a man, you walking around expecting other people to stick up for you, that's not how this life shit gonna go, bro.
Out in the open, when there's this girl that all of a sudden just hates me, is walking.
Man, what, man? Bro, you need to boss up, my nigga. What she gonna do?
So it's almost like because Cloud
Hey, yo, W forever and the super chat.
Sometimes saw that, you know, I was a better editor. I had a better personality. Funny. I just so happened to start later than him and just haven't got blessed by the algorithm the same way he has been yet. It was
calm down, my nigga.
Kind of like
Jesus Christ.
This is not a wild claim, and I feel like at this point in the video, you can see why I'm saying that. But the main reason why I'm bringing this up is because Alex's ego is a big reason why these contract negotiations went their way.
Appreciate you, Kara.
Because something he forgot to mention to y'all about these contract negotiations is not only was he being insanely difficult in them, he was also trying to borderline scam us and then blamed us for not letting him do it. And I'm not saying that to negate any wronghood or blame from myself on how I acted in these negotiations. But let me break it down. Fast forward about 3 months and I was looking for new editors on my main channel. And because I got desperate, I'm gonna just keep it a beam, I ended up reaching back out to Alex and asking him to edit for me, which was the stupidest thing I've done this whole fucking video. Like, I already knew his character. I seen his character. How do I let him back in? But if I'm being honest, to his credit, the reason why I reached back out is because he does get videos out fast. But I was being lazy and didn't want to find new editors, bro. I was trying to look past all of the red flags I seen, to be completely honest with you, for my own benefit. Short-term benefit at that. I fucked up. And I think that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned from this whole encounter. Anyways, we had a call. He did apologize for a good amount of the things he said. And we found a decent decent equilibrium to continue to work with each other again. But maybe a month into working with each other, me and my manager decided that we wanted to start doing contracts. The reason why is just to be a little bit more professional. So I told all my editors, yo, we're doing contracts. You know, the thing I really do hate about Alex's video, he never tells the full story, not once. Because during negotiations with Alex, I let Justin do the talking for the most part. But the one thing that I did do was verbally agree beforehand with all my editors on how much they wanted to be paid per video, just so we didn't have no confusions and back and forth about that. Me and Alex agreed on $150 per video. I remember when we was on the phone call, I kept on asking him, yo, if you want more, let me know right now. And he said 150 is fine. But the next week when he started negotiating with Justin, instead of asking for that 150, he asked for 200. When Justin asked him, yo, why are you asking for 200? Didn't you and Cloud agree on 150? Alex said, yeah, we verbally agreed on that, but we didn't write it on paper though. And then he continued to say that verbal agreement that me and him had didn't really matter. Interesting. I mean, you could say that. It's an opinion. I don't know if that's the right one, but I do know that since you think that about verbal agreements, then you shouldn't mind me breaking one of our verbal agreements because they don't really matter, right? Interesting. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Spoiler alert, him saying this did come back to bite him later in the video, but back to it. As you should probably know if you watched Alex's video already, Alex asked for a lot of things in this contract. A lot of things that he said was reasonable, but me and my manager did not agree with that statement because to be honest, it looked like he was trying to scam us. The first thing we didn't agree to was the overtime. See, like I said before, I paid Alex a flat rate for each video, but in this contract, he wanted to get paid for every additional hour that he spent on this video, stating that on average, he only spent 4 hours per.
Again, fight for what you want, Alex. But when you were putting that part up on the video and I was looking at the contract, I was like, nigga, I would never hire you, gang. No matter how fast your edits come out, nigga, I'm not paying $800 per video. At that point, Alex, just grind your YouTube channel and get to the point where you making however much money off YouTube. Because I guarantee you, I at one point was doing animations on my main channel. And there was times where I was spending like $1,000 per video. But that was like highly edited animations while I was still editing myself while having other people animating and editing, and I would only post like once every 2 weeks. Nigga, you think anyone's gonna want to pay you $800 a video and then spam, you know, multiple videos a week? Like, bruh, you're out of your top, Alex. And you keep trying to like mask it with the, oh, I know my worth, I know my worth. All right, shout out to you, King. I'm not even here to tell you that you shouldn't charge your price. But if that's the price that you want to go with and nobody's willing to pay it, gang, what does that say? Like, bro, like maybe you charging too much, brother. You could be as talented as you want, but if nobody's willing to pay it, then nigga, it's not worth that. And that's not a knock on you, bro. And that's the thing. Alex, he's so emotional, he can't take that criticism. Just because somebody doesn't agree with you and somebody says no, that does not mean that they're like trying to devalue your worth or make you feel like you're not, like you're bad or some shit. Bro, it's just constructive criticism. If I go walk into a fucking Foot Locker, and they got a shoe on the rack and I think it's dope, I'm like, oh, that shit's hard, I want that. And I go up to the register, I'm like, how much that shoe is? And they're like $800. Nigga, weirdo. I'm like, hold on, I don't want that shit no more. I'm not spending $800 on some regular Jordans or some shit. It's not worth it to me. It's not worth it to me. And what do you think's gonna happen? Eventually, the Foot Locker or Jordan or whoever covers the prices, They're going to be like, this product isn't selling even though people like it. So we either need to lower the price or we need to discontinue this product. Just business, bruh. Just business. Let's keep it going. And shout out to Forever with the 2 super chat, and shout out to my dog Pro with the $1.99 super chat. Much love. Where you at, family?
Where you at, Berto?
So basically, if he ever worked more than 4 hours on a video, he expected to get paid $50 for every additional hour that he got paid. So let's say he worked 8 hours on a video. Instead of getting $200 flat rate, he would get $400. But he never included a way for us to actually track his hours. He just wanted us to trust his word on how many hours he worked. Yeah, there's a big problem with that. He could say he worked 10 hours and get an extra $300 for a video. And in all reality, he only worked 3. So because of that, of course, we couldn't accept that. The next one we really didn't agree with was corrections. Alex wanted to get paid a certain extra fee for every single correction he had to make in the video. Let's say he gets me back a video and I say audio or this or that wasn't right? He would have to go back and fix his mistakes. In this contract, he wanted me to pay him for fixing his own mistake. Like, brother, how does that make sense? And I don't know why he thought we would agree to these terms, but it's obvious he's trying to get over on us. And that first overtime one is just an obvious scam. So because we didn't see eye to eye, we continue negotiations. But just because you ask for things in a contract doesn't mean we have to say yes. See, Alex doesn't see things like that. In the section of his video where he was talking about contracts, he started to ramble about how when we were negotiating with him, we were trying to play ego battle with him. His evidence for these claims is that when he gave us a demand he wanted, we would counter with an offer we wanted. And he basically said we were trying to downplay his greatness and that we were only doing that to ego and spite him.
But it's like, once they finally sent me the contract after I asked for the stipulations that we both agreed upon, the contract—
That's cap. We both did not agree on that.
Damn near didn't even have half of the stipulations that I put in there. It was like I was having to basically keep on saying the same thing that we—
Again, Alex, and I said this in the video, original video. Alex, if you are just so sure that you are worth whatever you try to get and the business that you're trying to negotiate with is not bending, you are literally put in a rock and a hard place. That's like, it's business, it's negotiation. Mind you, I'm telling you guys this from a POV where I used to be in the music industry. I've signed bad record deals before. At a certain point, you know what I'm saying? You have to take some accountability. You signed a contract. And does it suck if you sign a bad contract? 100%. But you have to do your due diligence to make sure that the contract makes sense for you. You know what I'm saying? And in my situation, I signed a bad contract. And does that mean that the record label is trying to take advantage of me? Probably. But most businesses are. Nigga, most businesses are. I'm not saying that Cloud was trying to take advantage of you now, but what I am saying is if you are just reading this bitch up, down, left, and right, and there is no sign of what you want out of this agreement, what does that say? Then maybe just move on, gang. Maybe just move on. Fine, Cloud doesn't see your worth. Fine. I'll agree with you. Cloud doesn't see your worth, bro. Then just move on, gang. Just move on. You know your worth, King, right? Then move on. Why are you trying to fight for something that isn't there? But hey, it's everybody else's fault though.
Already agreed upon. And it's like, you know, Cloud's manager would be like, yeah, I'm handling like a meeting with so-and-so rich creator.
Could you have not at least blurred Justin's client out of the screenshot? Because again, all the blurring of private names in this video is being done by me.
Kind of like I said, it's like an external validation, like power. They care about that image of being at the top of the food chain and they want other people to be on the bottom. So when
this doesn't make sense at all. He told you he was busy and then he gave you evidence that he's busy. Like what more can you ask for? We were simply just working on other things and we made you aware of that, yet you're still tripping about it. And then you claim that we had an ego because of this. Genuinely, how does us being busy equal to us having an ego? That just doesn't make sense to me.
A guy like me who knows his own worth comes with my own agreements in the contract because they just thought they were going to give me a contract and I was just going to sign it because they thought I just really needed the money or something.
No, we didn't. Like, why are you even assuming that, bro?
It was almost like they were like trying to play this ego battle with me, whereas they were trying to get as much out of me while trying to give as little.
Alex, don't freak out when I tell you this, but that's called negotiating. We don't have to agree to your terms. And the overall goal of a contract negotiation is for both sides to come to a compromise, which was what my manager was literally trying to do right here in this very own screenshot. Yet for whatever reason, you called this ego. How are we egoing you by trying to compromise with you? That makes no sense. But yet again, chat, we keep on seeing the recurrent themes. He is trying to play the victim. He is victim maxing. Okay, let me get serious. He's trying to play the victim, man.
Much out of me while trying to give as little, which, hey, to a degree, that's business, right? But like I said, I thought we were friends. Like I said, Cloud would always call and ask me for advice on things. We would hang out, we chill with each other, you know what I'm saying? So I assumed like we were cool, and it's like the thing I'm asking for, you know, isn't unrealistic anyways, and I've already done so much work for you, paid and for free, you know, at a fast rate.
First off, we don't think the contract is reasonable. Why do you think we're negotiating? Second, now you want us to be unprofessional and just agree to your contract because we're friends, yet you was just dragging on us for being unprofessional because we were simply busy and couldn't text you back right away. Does this not sound like manipulation? He's basically saying, shut up and sign this scammy ass 360 ass contract just because it's me and we're friends, even though I'm trying to scam you right now and I'm good for it. Like, huh?
The thing I'm asking for, you know, isn't unrealistic anyways, and I've already done so much work for you, paid and for free, you know, at a fast rate, at a high quality. What more could you want, right? So honestly, it felt more and more like I was just getting to run around and disrespected almost. You know what?
We disrespecting you because we didn't want to accept your contract. What are we talking about? Like, what? So if you can't tell by now, these contract negotiations were absolutely hell with Alex because he was doing shit like that. We would try to compromise with him, but he wasn't having it. And he either wanted his contract his way or the highway. And you want to know something even crazier about these negotiations? He talks so much shit about my manager in the video, but behind the scenes, my manager was really trying to negotiate and in my opinion, was trying to help him. And Justin even convinced me to agree to some of your stipulations because he's seen where you were coming from. However, since we didn't agree to all of your stipulations, you weirdly accused us of having an ego. But because you were so mad, you decided to put him on the thumbnail. Again, exposing his privacy for no reason. Chat, do y'all understand how crazy that is? Justin is a private person. Nobody in my community would even know who he is. There's literally no reason to put him on a thumbnail, even if you...
Which is what I told you, Alex. I said, that's a bad thumbnail, gang. That's a bad thumbnail. You're not even marketing it right. You're not even doing the marketing right. You're not even doing the marketing right. Nobody knows who Cloud's manager is. Why would you put Cloud's manager in the thumbnail? That's not maximizing the views, gang. But hey, you don't want my advice. You don't want my advice. You're not even maximizing your expose views. Why are you putting Cloud's manager in the thumbnail? Nobody knows who Cloud's manager is. So nobody, like, hey, bro.
Really don't like the guy. And he was trying to help you. Even the people who try to help you, you still stab them in the back when they don't do exactly what you want them to do. But then you still try to play the victim card. Like, brother, what are we talking about? You have done this throughout this whole situation, not only with me and Justin, but me and my friends. And mind you, in this 1 week, we actually signed all 3 of our other editors. And it wasn't because we did anything different with them. They were just willing to negotiate. But the reason why we couldn't get our contract done, Alex, is because you weren't trying to negotiate with us. You was just trying to fuck us over. And because he wasn't getting his way, he decided to hold out on editing videos. Mind you, throughout this whole time frame of us getting this contract done, he's been editing videos for me and I have been paying him. But just because we weren't letting him bend us over, oil us up, and fuck us over, he decided to hold out. So you want to know what we decided to do? Hold out his last payment until he either agreed to start negotiating with us again properly, or in the worst case scenario, we fire him and then we would just pay him after we know the negotiations are completely finished. And in dealing with a situation like this, it is
now, I ain't gonna lie, that adds a lot of context. Because if we're keeping this on a business level, I guarantee you that there's businesses that would do that. There is businesses that would do that. Yo, we're not gonna lie, we gonna hold this money until we come to an agreement, straight up. Again, now I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't do that because it's just like I don't even want to deal with it. If Cloud, in my personal opinion, an employee is giving you this much trouble, it's this much friction. It don't need to be this hard. It don't need to be this hard. I have a lot of editors too. And no, not one editor can even fix their lips to, hold on, I'm about to call an editor right now. And mind you, this is an editor that edits for me and Cloud. Hold on. Cordell. Can you confirm? I'm just calling you out the blue right now. No script, right?
Yeah, no script.
Okay, look. Can you confirm that you have edited multiple videos for me? Yes or no?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. How do I pay you?
You pay me through well, before you pay me.
Or no, let me ask you a better question. When I'm paying you, what's the payment process like?
I edit a video and you pay me.
And do I or do I not pay you half up front and half right after the day is done?
You do, yep.
And then if we agree on a day for you to get paid, do I or do I not pay you on that day?
You pay me on that day.
Okay. You also now you do more freelance work for me. You kind of, poke your head in a little bit and, maybe we might not edit as much. You edit for Cloud.
I do edit for Cloud, yep.
Do you or do you not have a good line of communication and are getting paid from Cloud consistently?
Bro, I've been editing for Cloud since 2024. I've been getting paid consistently all the way since 2024. So we still have an active good line of communication, bro. Still getting paid from bro.
All right, bro. Again, I'm going to hang up now because it's just like the point I'm trying to make, nigga, if everybody's good, everybody is getting what they want out of the situation. Nobody's complaining. And it just feels like you're the oddity in the room. Sometimes, Alex, bro, you do have to like look around and be like, maybe I'm doing something wrong.
Maybe you're the problem.
Maybe you're the problem. Again, I'm not above saying that Cloud may be held out here and there. But now I'm seeing shit where it's like, hold on, we negotiating a contract. Every other editor done signed a contract with you, Alex. Every other editor, done signed a contract with Cloud. I got one on the phone right now that has also edited for me before, and I've never had a bad situation with. And everybody else is getting paid, and you're the only one that's not getting paid, bro? You're the only one that's feeling like there's an ego? You're the only one that's feeling like I'm confused about what's going on and people are trying to swing their Johnsons over my head? And you're also the only one that's doxing private information? Alex, you might actually be the problem, gang. You might actually be the problem. Thank you for your 2 cents, my good friend.
No problem.
Let's continue.
Extremely hard to keep it professional, especially when you know somebody's trying to screw you over and you're trying to work with them, but they're just not budging. But that is not an excuse to be unprofessional. As a man, you still got to stay strong. And even though I don't think I was wrong completely in this next section, there is for sure things that I think I could have did better. I'm coming to y'all as a man, telling y'all this right now before we even get into this. But here's where I really feel like I fucked up. At this point, it was obvious he wasn't actually going to properly negotiate with us. We should have just ended the contract negotiations there. I should have just paid him at that time. Because even if we got him in a good contract, you don't want people like this who are trying to get over on you to be around your circle. But I'm going to be honest with you, and I really do regret this. I don't think I was really in this contract negotiation to actually get it solved anymore. I just wanted to be petty. He was trying to be petty to us, so I wanted to be petty to him.
And this is where you fucked up big, Cloud. You shouldn't have did this. This is bad. But W accountability though. But this is very stupid of you, brother.
And again, this is where I got to take accountability and say, I fucked up. Because after this, me and Justin decided to just stop talking to him for about 3 days, just so we could figure out a valid plan of how we were going to attack this. And we even attempted to try and negotiate with him one final time before we did this little silence. But again, like you could probably expect, he wasn't budging his way or the highway. So we gave him the highway. But on day 2 of our silence, I found out from one of my other editors that Alex had called him, told him about the current contract negotiations we were going through, and even suggested that he'd hold out with Alex. And of course, after only hearing one side of the story,
yeah, that's facts live. Again, if you're an employer, there's no room for you to be petty with other people's money. And that's just point blank period. And I said that. I said that in the original reaction. I said it multiple times now. God damn, it's starting to sound like a broken record. But apparently I'm just glazing cloud and I don't hold him accountable for nothing. Apparently.
Wanted to help his bro out. So he went to bat for Alex against me and Justin, even contemplating taking Alex's suggestion to hold out with him. But once we told bro the full extent of the story, he quickly decided that this wasn't his battle to fight and decided to back out of this whole controversy smartly, because he realized Alex had sent him on a dummy mission to go take a bullet for him without properly telling him what was actually going on. But he was willing to do it for you because y'all were boys and you took advantage of that, basically using that editor that he called his friend. Like, bro, if we was really like dickheads for real, we could have fired that other editor and that would have been Alex's fault, but he didn't care because he was just trying to get his way. That's fucked up. I'm gonna be honest. And honestly, looking back at the situation, we should have just cut ties with Alex, paid him his money, and then went about our way. But again, we didn't, due to me being petty. 2 days later, you sent me a text demanding your money and also threatening to sue if we didn't pay your money. And you got mad that I laughed at your message, which again, I'll admit, that was me.
Also, not professional, Cloud. You shouldn't have done that.
Being petty. But the reason why I laugh is that I thought it was funny that you threatened to sue me. And another reason why I laughed is because wasn't Alex just talking about how verbal agreements don't matter early on in these negotiations? Yet he was threatening to sue me over a verbal agreement that, again, his words, he said doesn't actually matter. Yet he wants me to stand 10 toes on my verbal agreement to him when it benefits him. Remember how I told y'all that's gonna come back to bite him? But in the message I sent you back, I told you that we were paying you your money, and as y'all know, for my payment cycles, I paid every single Sunday. But I also told you that I'm paying you on our time, not yours, and that I don't have to honor the verbal agreement.
Again, Cloud. I also held Cloud accountable in the original video. Alex obviously didn't include that in his video, but this is also lame. Cloud, this is lame. You did not need to send this to your employer. You did not need to send this to your employer. Just pay the man his money. He's a problem. Pay him and get rid of him. Period. All this extra verbiage, emojis and shit, nigga. You don't know how to send a fucking professional message? Go to ChatGPT, gang. Give me a professional message to fire this nigga and give him my severance, his severance funds. You would have had a real professional message and been gone with it. Again, but all this to say, that nigga Alex did not get scammed, chat. He did not get scammed. He did not get scammed.
Because remember, by your words, verbal agreements don't matter. Bet that. We're playing by your rules now. And that's honestly just what I was thinking at the time. I thought a spade was a spade. But at the same time, that doesn't excuse my actions. I should have just paid him right then and there and moved on with my life.
W Cloud in the chat, he's saying it. Yeah, that was petty, not gonna lie. And again, we can hold you accountable to that. That is where you were wrong, bro. You should have seen that there was smoke. There was smoke coming from that direction. Things weren't working out. Y'all already had a weird situation. Listen, bro, people are going to show you exactly who you are. People are going to show you their true colors. And here's another truth. And this is why, I'm talking to you again, Alex. Just because you had a bad situation with Cloud and you guys aren't cool and, we're not cool now, you know what I'm saying? Alex, you could still go to do amazing things in your life. And Cloud's going to continue to go do amazing things in her life. I know I'm going to go on to continue to do amazing things in my life. Just because you had a bad situation or a bad back and forth with an individual doesn't mean it's all over now. It's cooked. Honestly, in your situation, Alex, It might be a lot harder for you to work with content creators now because people are going to be looking at you sideways. I don't wish that on you, but you know, this is the digital world. This shit is, you know, on here forever. You did dox people and lie and manipulate and stuff. So it's not a good stain, but you can still go on to do great things. And just because you made mistakes with me and Cloud and other people, it doesn't mean it's over for you. And the same thing goes for Cloud. And the same thing goes for me. You know, all of my wrongdoings and all of the things that I've done in my life wrong, nigga, I've done stupid shit too. I've manipulated and lied and have done stupid shit too. And have done immature shit too. And emotional shit too. We all have. Who hasn't? Okay? But is that a reflection of your overall character and that you're gonna die a bad person? Is that the rules we're playing by, Alex? No. So while we can take constructive criticism from other people and, you know, reflect on the things that we've done wrong, it doesn't mean that it has to be all over for you, gang. So I'll say that. Keep pushing. Everybody need to keep doing their damn thing. But also don't be surprised when in this space, niggas are looking at you sideways now because it's like, wait, hold on. Aren't you that one guy that was acting weird? Yeah, no. Or nobody's, people not going to really want to fuck with you.
After you did what you said you were going to do on the blackmail, it doesn't really make that much sense. And also, it's not like he didn't know he was going to get paid. He knew he was going to get paid the next week, which is why I actually think he decided to do this on Saturday just to try to be petty with us and try to force me to pay it one day early. But honestly, with this blackmail attempt, you put yourself at such a risk because, like I said before, I was going to pay you. But if I was really a dickhead for real, I could have looked at that and been like, oh, fuck no, you're blackmailing me. You're never getting your money again. Which is why you can see in the messages, I laughed. And I even pointed this shit out. And I'm going to be honest, at this point, I wanted to keep this shit going. I wanted to just wait one more day and really just irritate this man. But I don't know if it was the shock that he tried to blackmail me or the fear that he might attempt something more serious than blackmail the next time he tries to get me. Like potentially dropping a video on the whole topic, exposing the whole situation without context. Just a random idea. But I was like, yeah, let's end this. I think what helped is that I was just gonna pay him the next day. So it's like, okay, you waited one more day to pay him. That really will show him. Like, it's like, bro, if he's willing to do this for his money, gang, just give it to him. Because honestly, I really didn't want to see what he came up with next. Was he gonna accuse me of false rape or some shit? Like, I was over this shit. So I paid him. And yeah, that was the last I heard of him until now. So yeah. You wanna know something funny? After this whole controversy ended, he sent my manager this message to where Justin responded, but Alex didn't see it because Alex blocked him. But in this message, Justin responded to him in a mature way. And also, this could double as evidence that everything that I said in this video did actually happen because Justin sent this message over 6 months ago. And also, breaking news, Alex dropped a second diss video.
And this is why I am like overly invested now because he done went. Again, if you guys didn't go watch my response, I'm going to post this video that you're watching now after my response. So that's why I'm overly invested now. It just started off as me just chiming in. But, you know, he wanted to bring me in the mix because I called him emotional. He didn't like my take. So, you know, now we're tripling down on you, Alex. But again, guys, don't send no hate towards him. This isn't about hate training behind nobody. It's just about me sticking up for myself. Cloud's doing what he's doing, sticking up for himself. And just doing more of what we do. Reacting and giving feedback. And y'all are free to have all y'all opinions in the comments, bro. But at the end of the day, it's like, I didn't do nothing to this nigga. So for me to get exposed for what? Exposing for existing? Why the F is he red? I think he thinks that's like a good way to like do thumbnails. You know, we already addressed that. He doesn't have the best thumbnails, but yeah, I don't know what he's doing with that. It's not the most appealing thing, but that's just my opinion. hey, maybe these are the best thumbnails in the world. He's about to flip this shit, and like maybe in like a couple of months, this is the new meta, and I'll say this: if this does start working in a couple of months, nigga, you gonna see red Berto thumbnails, nigga. Because I'm I am not above doing what works on YouTube, gang. Okay? So if this is the new meta and niggas are putting themselves in bleach red in the middle, and that's what makes us get clicks on videos, hey nigga, you gonna see hot red Berto in the middle of thumbnail with a bunch of random shit. And we gon' run it up like that. Okay? But as far as I know right now, this is not the wave.
Yo, before I can even get my first one out, he's trying to call out the reactors that reacted to it and called out the obvious holes in your story and trying to say that I paid them. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? You're just trying to get attention. It's just sad at this point, bro. It's desperate. But as y'all see, I didn't scam this man. I was just being petty towards him. And that's kind of the end of the situation. Like I said before, I don't think this situation should have been publicized because it's just a nothing burger. I'm not gonna sit here and act like this is a situation I'm proud of, but whatever he's trying to say I did by scamming him or trying to take advantage of him, that's clearly not the case, and I hope today that I prove that. He did all of this in an attempt just to get attention, to launch his own channel. There was no justice to be served. There was no warning to be had. There was only lessons to be learned, which I feel like I have learned them, but I don't know if you have. You can't just force everybody into doing what you want them to do. Just because you lie and manipulate people into thinking that you're right, that doesn't mean you are. This whole story, you've been trying to manipulate me into doing what you wanted me to do. And when I finally said no, you make an exposed video on me. But that just shows your character. And you know what's funny? You're even trying to manipulate your own comment section because you've been deleting comments this whole entire time. And like I said before, I for sure was not perfect in this situation. I did a lot of things wrong. And I was just overall being petty, and I was also being unprofessional in a lot of this. And I want to take full accountability for that. And I actually also want to apologize to you, Alex, for being unprofessional. And I want to add, for also being petty, because I've grown since then. I'm not a perfect person, but I do try to get better every single day I'm on this earth, and I will never stop doing that. I also want to take some time and apologize to y'all for not responding to this sooner.
W Cloud, man, I'm ending the video there. I feel like we got it. Look, man, I said my a million cents at this point. Alex, congratulations. You done got 3 videos out of me. You done got 3 videos out of me, bro. Long videos. So if this is what you wanted, if this is how you wanted to get a little bit of clout on your shit, hey, bro, I hope it was worth it. I would argue that this was probably not the best way to get it, man. But I wish you the best, bro. I done said my 2 cents, and I'm not wishing bad on you, bro. And again, anybody from my community, Where You At family, don't go wish bad on this guy. If you want to go give constructive criticism, cool, but do not go, be hateful and be negative, because that is not a reflection of who I am as a person, and I don't want that to be how we move as a community. So again, accountability, reflection, constructive criticism, sure, but I hope you get your situation together, Alex, and I'll leave it at that. This is the last time. I don't care what Alex responds with. He doesn't know me, so if he makes another video, let this be. I'm letting y'all know right now. Alex we will as a community, we will never watch any more Alex content, because there's nothing else to get from it. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? I'll see you on the next one. I'm gone. All right, y'all. That's it. I'm burnt. It's been 3-hour stream of me yelling and screaming. I'm an old man. 29 years old, by the way. Yeah. You see how Rama's looking at me. He's ready to get our night routine going.